Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Rift. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Ah, indeed. Thank you for joining us for an evening of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm Chris. I'll be dungeon mastering tonight, and we're streaming at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg. So, what are we doing? It's the G nearly killed everybody. G nearly destroyed the world. Nate nearly destroyed the world. Yeah.
No, G.
That's what happens.
Yeah, G2. Nate 2.
It's still me.
So we ended a 12-part campaign with an "oh no," and then Nat DM'd a 4-part campaign which ended with a "it's gotten worse." So we're going to fix it. That's what we're doing. There's a hole in the world, and all of these characters who you all know and love are going to fix it in a one-shot.
Or try to.
Or die trying. Good, right? Yes.
Yeah, let's.
I didn't say that. I didn't. Also,
Nobody said that.
I didn't say that.
Nobody wanted that.
For those who are new to D&D, everyone here has fantasy characters in a fantasy universe. They all have character sheets. They're all level 14, so they've got a lot of things they can do. It's always fun to DM at this high level. Yeah, they roll dice. 20 is good, 1 is bad. I roll as well, but when I'm rolling, it's normally not visible because I'm the DM, and their dice rolls will be visible in the top right, left-hand corner of their screens. There we go. Yes. Anyway, and I play everything that they're not playing. Fini. Mm-hmm. Normally that's longer. Go on. Your characters are renowned adventurers who've been on this channel many a time. So give us a quick rundown of who they are, what they've done, where they've been, but keep it short. Yeah. Starting with let's do it with characters who've been around the longest. So Austin Viorica is a really close tie.
Viorica's first.
Is Viorica first because of Baldur's Gate?
Yeah.
You sure?
Gotcha. Prosperous has been in more, but Viorica is older.
Ah. Is it
much like myself?
Older? That's what we're getting into. Ed, you're older.
I am older. I will go with that. Hi, my name is Ed. I will be playing Viorica Iodash, who is a half-elf bard. Uses he/him pronouns. Has been through an awful lot, and has saved the world very. Probably quite a few times, but doesn't feel that responsible for it, and therefore is just very glad to be along for the ride, particularly the ride on the flying horse, which I believe is what is happening now.
You blew up a house with an anti-aircraft gun.
That was a good one, but again, doesn't feel responsible for that.
You killed the entire other party by aiming a gun at the floor and went like boom. Wow, I think you are on the wiki as being the person who's done canonically the most damage, I believe, by shooting an anti-aircraft cannon at the floor in front of everybody. So yeah, there we go.
Definitely don't feel responsible ever. It's the way that bards work.
Yeah. All right, next oldest character, Em.
I'm Emma. I use the pronouns Emma or Emma. I'm playing Prosperous. He uses the pronouns P. Prosperous is a badass paladin of Shantae. Why are you laughing?
Because Niall's written as his name on Zoom. Anton didn't destroy the world, Ray.
Prosperous has history with Anton, which we'll see how that plays out. Defeated many gods at this point. We're basically just going around the world god killing now. Also slightly heartbroken, so there's a fun.
Oh yeah.
Let's just throw us in that deep end for a one shot. Great, good. I'm sure it'll be fine. Niall, Anton arrived the same time that P did, and boy, their stories have diverged.
Oh yeah.
No, that's not true. P first.
Oh, P first because of Icewind Dale. You're right.
Nate. Yeah.
And then Anton came in Sea of Swords.
Sea of Swords. Boy. Yeah, Anton's grown up since being like a young wizard fighter boy. Now he's in his own head 200 years old plus. So yeah, he's having a cracking time back to life, back with a Pandorum, a world-killing, god-eating monster that he is trained to be his Siri. It's his Amazon Echo, essentially. And
I DM'd that, and he's not wrong.
No.
It happened. They let it happen, and they were cool with it. So, you know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
yeah, I'm having a great time. And I didn't destroy the world. It was Nate.
Speaking of, Nate, who arrived 3 episodes into Sea of Swords. Nate, 4th oldest character.
Hello, I'm Nate, and I'm played by G, who is the kind of spongy-skinned human that you're looking at right now. I use he in pronouns, so does G, and I've done a lot of stuff. I've got a lot of skills, and I'm not the Nate that has almost destroyed the world and got his ear. That was like a copy of me. So you can blame G and Nate too for that, but that's not me. So I'm just the poor bastard that has to fix it all now.
We conjectured before we started recording that Nate would only have taken so drastic an action because Nate 2, i.e. the clone of Nate, would have known that the original Nate would go and fix it. So I think that's fair. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're doing. It's good. Yeah. And our newest character, though, doesn't feel that new now, Mildrafty.
Newest character, but oldest. Because she's in her a spry young thing in their 320s. Is Ildrafni Elendor, who is a cleric / paladin. Dampier was elf. Just grew up in Baldur's Gate, did a bit of scooting around the place, came back to Baldur's Gate, worked with the grave people.
Gravediggers.
The Gravediggers. Trying to stop them vampires in Baldur's Gate. Turns out did a terrible job. Fell for one of them by accident. Didn't realise. Got killed. Lived in a cave for a bit, then was brought out of the cave by Nezeril, who turned out to be a bit of a wrong'un. Or were they? Escorted them to Mithranor, helped with the situation, had an existential crisis, multiple. Helped save the world?
Yes.
Exasperatedly is going to help save this again.
Exasperatedly. That's a wonderful way of describing it.
Like, they've got a to-do list, really, but I suppose we better sort this out first.
Oh, I forgot to mention, in case anyone has forgotten, that Anton has shaved elvish characters into the side of his head like a douchebag. Just so
It's all Nezeril's teaching. It's all Nezeril's teaching. One douchebag to another.
Oh, great. Okay. And if you want to know more about these characters, then they are storied across all of our adventures, which you can find on YouTube and podcast versions. So if anything here is like, I want to know more about that, it's all there. It's all there. You can find it. The history, the big, thick history. Anyway, here's a word from our sponsors.
We are delighted to be sponsored by Hero Forge. Hero Forge offers fully customizable tabletop minis with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from. You can see all of the minis that we designed for this stream in the overlay, and they animate when we enter the combat, so look out for that. Hero Forge are fantastic, so do check out the Pro membership where you can get premium access to features ahead of time, and beta access to things, and all sorts of cool stuff that just makes your life a lot easier. And you can check them out at heroforge.com.
We are delighted to be sponsored by Ultra Pro. They make accessories for D&D, Magic the Gathering, and more. My favourite part of their collection are their figurines of adorable power. Here is their gazer. They also make other things such as deck boxes if you play Magic the Gathering. You can find all of Ultra Pro stuff at ultrapro.com.
Hey friends, check out our new sponsor, Phoenix Dice, for a carefully curated menagerie of click-clack math rocks for your delectation. Check out their entire selection at phoenixdice.com, and just so you know, Phoenix Dice are all about living gloriously in the worlds of tabletop games and sustainably in this one, which means their dice are working to be recycled, their packaging is recycled, the dice are made of sustainable materials. It's all great stuff. You should definitely get involved. You can also join us today in chat with a chance to be in a raffle and win some Phoenix Dice of your own. Just put !dice into chat and you'll be in with a chance to win.
We are proud to be sponsored by Alchemy RPG. Reimagine your gaming experience with Alchemy. They're focused on creating immersive cinematic experiences everywhere you interact with tabletop role-playing games. Playing a game, creating a world, streaming, watching live games, discovering new content. Look at all the cool stuff that they are doing there. You can use environmental motion art, scene-based music, seamless character management to run your games over the internet, with upcoming features including homebrew content, streaming overlays, and spectator mode. So go and check out alchemyrpg.com.
We're delighted to be supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a Dungeons & Dragons strategy video game that brings together D&D characters from novels, adventures, and multiple live streams into a single grand adventure. Select your heroes and formation, and battle through waves of monsters for free on PC, phone, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. You can pop exclamation code into chat for a free Electrum chest.
We're delighted to be supported by Neverwinter. In Neverwinter, explore and defend one of the most beautiful cities from Dungeons & Dragons' Forgotten Realms campaign setting as it rises from the ashes of destruction. Epic stories, action combat, and classic role-playing await those heroes courageous enough to enter the fantastic world of Neverwinter. Neverwinter is completely free to play, so set yourself up an account today and pop !NW gift into chat for a link to a free gift.
Check out our wonderful supporters, Elderwood Academy, who make beautiful bespoke gaming-themed gear, including hex chest dice boxes, spellbook deck boxes disguised as bespoke ancient arcane tomes, and scroll and codex dice tower and rolling tray pairings. Make your own with their online designer at elderwoodacademy.com.
This stream will run for 3 hours, and there will be roughly a 5 to 10 minute break somewhere towards the middle. We run shows on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays at 6 p.m. Greenwich Meridian / British Summertime, which is 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. in mainland Britain, and 2 a.m. Tuesday mornings in Japan and parts of Australia. On Mondays, we run TTRPG streams. These can be one-shots, 4, 6, 8, or even 12 weeks long. You can always find our latest schedule at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg/schedule. On Tuesdays, we have our ongoing campaign, Fracture. And on Fridays, we have our talk show, Talk Together, and Talking is a Free Action, which lasts for 1 hour.
We are Roll Together RPG on all socials, so find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and even TikTok. Links in chat.
Thank you to our D20 Club on Patreon. You can find a link in chat. Help us make our shows from just £1, $1, or $1 gold piece, and unlock more tiers by joining. Our D20 Club are fab. They've created a fan Discord for us. They've also made a wiki page for Roll Together. You can find that at rolltogether.fandom.com.
Welcome to our podcast listeners. If you also would like to listen to us via podcast, you can search for Roll Together RPG on your favourite podcast provider. If we're not there, let us know and we will add ourselves to that list.
Finally, we play with a diverse group of players who play a diverse set of characters of wide-ranging sexual and gender identities. Our tables are trans and GNC positive, and we encourage and champion trans and GNC players, characters, and DMs in our games. The DM and players may portray characters that are of different gender to their own. While we aim to avoid misgendering, we do acknowledge it does sometimes happen. Have a company policy in place for correction should the need arise. If we miss an instance of misgendering, please do let us know. We always like to be told if there's one we've missed. Good. There's safety stuff, !safety in chat, for content warnings and that sort of thing, and the TTRPG safety toolkit, which we use to make sure we're all playing safely. Right, intro time. Right, so Ildra, Nate, Anton, when we last left you, you were leaving Myth Dranor, which I'm told is pronounced Myth Drana sometimes, and I'm not sure I approve of this. You were leaving, and you had been offered the chance to be teleported closer to the Sword Coast to deal with the Mythalar ripping a hole in space and time as Nate 2 took it away. You also saw that there were some ominous clouds on the horizon and very much sense of this isn't done, which is why we're doing this. Yay. Mm-hmm. So, would the three of you have allowed yourselves to be teleported by the Baelnorn? Would you have, yeah? Cool.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
They're ancient and haven't left Myth Dranor in a very, very long time. The best they could probably do is teleport you to Waterdeep, which is quite nearby where you need to go, so that's fine. So you could be teleported to presumably somewhere in Waterdeep that they know. I'm guessing that would be the Wide or Castle or something similar like that, like a location that would have been there a couple thousand years ago, which Waterdeep's not that old, but it's definitely old enough for that to be the case. So you could have been taken there very easily. So you could be in Waterdeep. As you arrive in Waterdeep, no one is like, it feels pretty normal. As normal as the three of your lives have ever been, but you will appear in the center of the market square. It's called the Wide in Waterdeep. There are people bustling around you, going about their day. Nothing appears out of the ordinary. You will teleport in, and there'll be the occasional, like, this is classic Waterdavian reaction of someone teleporting in. Oh.
Hello.
Walk off. Like, couldn't give less of a toss. They're like, oh my god, adventurers. Are going like, yeah, adventurers. Like,
There's lots of them.
No one is that plussed. Non-plussed?
Plussed? Yeah.
Ildra is probably still going to be rather wary and feeling uncomfortable. This is the first time she's been around a lot of people and many commoners.
Fair.
Since they left the cave.
Yeah, that's fine. Also, you all did a little bit of like, you had a chance to rest before you left. Like, you've had a chance to clean yourselves up a bit, but you've had, it's fair to say, a harrowing week. So I'm imagining this, because this is right at the end of Mithranor. It's right at the end of Wreckage of Mithranor. There's no time has passed. So you are very much like, it's been a time. Anton still has glowing purple eyes and has been effectively alive in his own head for 200 years to reach this point. Nate's probably fine. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Do you still have the frog familiar who really doesn't like you?
I mean, yes.
Nate also still has a tentacle for an arm and a massive disruptor rifle, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Antimatter rifle.
Antimatter rifle, there we go. So, okay, maybe you turn up, some people go, oh, we'll give you that look of
we do have like grenades strapped to us.
Yeah, the look of like, oh, I see, high level adventurers, and then they'll ignore you and walk away.
They'll probably have some money.
Yeah, probably, but no one's dumb enough to try and pickpocket high level adventurers. That's how you die quickly. Yeah. Is there anything the three of you would want to do in Waterdeep before? Because Nate and Anton would know how to get to the ruins of Aeoliand pretty sharpish. Like, you know the way. You could walk, you could get horses, get a cart. Did you have other methods of transport that you wanted to take advantage of?
I don't think Nate does, really.
No, I think to be fair, we know that the teleportation circles aren't working, don't we?
I think it is fair to say that you would have tried to use your teleportation circle to get back to your encampment in Aeoliand, would have gone, well, that's not working, because it wouldn't have done. It would have just come back with, does not exist.
Does not compute.
Yeah, why don't we try to, like, I don't know, buy some horses, or at least buy our way, out of the city?
Sure. Did you have money?
No one was actually paying us to study that mythology. I've got about 10 gold.
No.
And I don't think that's enough for a horse.
Yeah, money's not something I've ever really, got involved with very much.
Do you?
Great, so we're fucked then.
We're off to save the world. Well, what are you going to do?
Meander.
You do have many, many items that could be exchanged for goods and services.
I could be an horse for a bit. That's usually what I do.
Yeah, we could just ride Nate.
You want me to ride on your back next to Anton?
Yeah, I'm totally with you.
Yeah, it's an option.
Just ride Nate.
Just ride Nate.
Nate can make himself into a sizable warhorse that would have no problem carrying Ildra. Ildra being the chunky, sizable elf that Ildra is. So yeah, you could easily just ride Nate all the way to. Sorry.
Keep going.
All the way to Pleasure Town.
If you wanted to, you could ride Nate all the way to Aeoliand, and it would be relatively quick.
It's cheaper.
Certainly cheaper.
Front or back, Anton?
Didn't help.
I don't know how to ride a horse, so I probably should be on the back. I'll just hold on to your armor.
Sure.
I should say at this point that Holfair, who was going to come with you...
Oh, shit! Yeah.
No.
Decided not to.
No, he I think he stayed for the first 4 hours of the rest and then went, I'm not doing this. Noped out of the situation entirely.
I would have turned to Nate immediately and been like, looks like I'm the better clone. That was a joke. Don't think that was anything. That was just a joke. Please don't.
It's all right. Turns out I'm the better clone as well.
High five!
You get a technical high five.
Correct response. Good. Gee, I think Nate wanted to get rid of a magic item.
Yeah. So just before, before we go, there's like, I've been here before. There's this really good shop. There's this guy I know that they've always got good stuff in. So I'm just gonna go and say hello. I'll just be like 2 minutes. I promise. Just wanders.
And how far? Okay.
And someone will stand next to Ildra and just be like, so, been to Waterdeep before?
Nate, yeah, there's a shop on the Wide. You know the proprietor. And as you open the door, there is the sort of slightly shabby, nondescript table with nothing on it in an entirely bare shop, and a rather strange-looking person sat behind the chair. There's a gnome with a top knot, but no other hair. So bald apart from a top knot. And they're just sat there behind on a little chair. Oh, hello.
Hey there, Top Knot. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Like, got some things to sort out and getting about the place, same as usual.
Always the same with you.
Yeah,
Sorry, I've broken Niall. Give me a second.
You've really broken Niall. This is amazing. Keep going, the pair of you. This is hilarious.
So, you know the deal?
I've got this, and out of the sort of arm gauntlet he's got that houses a couple of magic wands, he takes a wand of binding out and puts it on the table. I was open to trade in for something it's not really my style,
Well, you know the rules.
Yeah, you might have to remind me though. It's been a while.
It's a trade, straight swap. Whatever you give me, I'll give you something from the back, but it's a straight swap. You can't decide what it is. You just get whatever I give you.
All right, yeah.
Cool. All right, G.
Roll
me. Let me get the thing up. The thing with the treasure tables, with the thing.
2 D100s, isn't it?
Pretty sure it's a D100, but don't roll it yet because I don't want to get it wrong. Be here for hours.
The old DMG page 200. I'm joking. I don't know.
Really? If you do know, then let me know. No.
I just know it's in the later end of the book.
That doesn't narrow it down.
Roll me a D100, yes.
52.
52.
Decent. Decent.
I would say average.
Go. Nope, that's money. That's not what we want to talk.
I don't know, it could be worse.
We could buy a horse with that.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to ride Nate? Rude.
You could just. Are you just picking one of the magic item tables, or are you picking at the treasure tables?
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's like.
No. It's brilliant.
Okay.
Your wand is taken.
Mm-hmm.
And Top Knot will go into the back. There'll be a faint sort of... Oh, crap.
Clink, clink.
There's lots and lots moving around. And then finally, they'll walk back out with a twig with what looks like a stone frog really haphazardly wrapped to the top of it. There you go.
God.
One for a wand.
Wow, okay.
What is it?
Okay.
It's a good item.
I'm sure.
All right. Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
And we'll put that in his arm holster thing. I'll see you around.
Anytime you want
Well,
to.
not around. I'll see you like here,
I
probably.
don't really go anywhere else now.
Yeah, no, but
Anytime you want to trade something in a random and get something random back, what's the place to go?
thanks, pal.
See you soon.
What is this? So I can add it to my.
I was going to say that.
Do you know Identify?
I mean, yes. Yeah, it's a ritual one.
Yeah. While you are a horse, I know that doesn't really work, but fuck it. While you are a horse riding away, you will identify your wand of polymorph.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
I was really
Very good, very nice.
Wand of frogs.
Waves of frogs.
Wand of frogs. What does it do? It summons harmless frogs.
Many. There's so many frogs that they're not harmless anymore.
No, because it was
so many of them.
Because it's a very rare item. I want to give it a very rare response. So,
And then your frog familiar will be stood there going like, I see.
I see.
I believe it was a toad. But anyway, right, good.
Even better. Oh,
yeah.
I see.
Oh, I see. Yeah. While you are riding, is there anything else that you do on the way to Aeolian?
Very awkwardly hold on to Ildrathne.
Yeah. I imagine that there was also an awkward conversation before Nate, wild shaped, about because Ephemera's not here anymore. Do you want to give me your poncho while we're riding you? Oh God. I can make it better.
Oh, all right, yeah. And
pass it over.
Takes it off and hands over.
Great, and I'll do my blessings of the forge, adding an extra little bit of holy weave into it, so it gets a +1 to your AC.
Amazing, great stuff.
Very good.
Are you wearing clothes under the poncho?
Yeah, I think probably he's got just well, actually, yeah, because it's separate to his.
Just checking, because I just want to remind everyone that Nate canonically has no external genitalia. Good, right. Just a smooth Kendall.
Lovely.
Good.
Oh, I remember.
She did a massive piece of artwork with you just lying spread eagled. You were proud of this fact, clearly. Anyway, as you are riding north, and it is north, you do take the northern road to head in that direction. You will note fairly quickly that something is amiss. There are people traveling down the road and away, and it's very much the people like, I've taken all of my belongings, put them on this cart, and people are carrying items of furniture, stuff where you're like, what are you doing? Where they're making their way down the road. Do you stop any of them? Do you ask any questions?
Yeah.
Let's have that conversation.
So well, yeah. Sorry, just Nate will stop if.
Oh, sorry, I had assumed. Hello, fuck.
I think there's probably one of those, and then there's like okay.
Sorry, yeah.
And then we're past, and it's too late. And
Sorry, I just sort of assumed that you'd be reasonable. Okay, fine.
No.
That's a really good question, though. Does Nate wild shape with a bridle?
No.
And harness?
No.
Okay, so we're just awkwardly holding on to your mane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your legs. It's your legs you hold on to a horse with.
Well, yes, but also around the front as well. Something with your hands. So there's like an awkward, pulling of the mane. Sorry if that hurts. Stop! Stop! Ah!
Excuse me. What's happened?
What doesn't happen? I've lived on the Sword Coast for 50 years, and you know what? Last 5 have been awful. Things keep happening. Holes in the fucking sky, holes in the world, demons.
Tell us more about that second one.
Over the hill, someone one morning went, look over there, the mountain's gone. And we looked, and it was. And in its space was this hole. Just a slowly expanding hole. And we were like, you know what? With the demons and the holes in the world and all the other shit that's going on, we're going to go somewhere else. We're moving to Arm. We're leaving. That's it. Done.
Yeah, fair enough. Don't blame me.
Yeah.
All right, Nate, get us out of here.
Sorry. It's not your fault.
Well,
Nate, get us out of here.
let's. Yeah.
Don't seriously draw along.
Leave the exasperated NPC who's had enough of all of your, and I mean all of yours in every player character in every game we've ever run. Dumb fuckery.
Can I just mage hand them the last of my 10 gold?
How? Just throw it at them as you like, what are you doing?
No, mage hand it to them. So like cast mage hand and just sort of like, as we're like trotting away, just sort of, like, send this gold, but like just a little purse of gold, and it's just my last 10 gold.
You'll get a fate. What? Okay, just take it.
Cheers. Take that.
Fine.
I mean, that's honourable intentions, I'm sure, but that was one person out of, what, hundreds?
But I can't stop for everyone, can I?
Well, no, but never mind.
Just do what I can, you know.
It is a couple of days worth of riding, so taking rests in between, which I will obviously allow for. At a certain point, you will realise there is a problem. Up ahead, you will see, as described, there is an almost perfect half-spheroid hole in the world. And it's not like just darkness. It's more like that. It's almost like something's tugging at the edges of reality and pulling it inwards. A little bit like water swirling a plug hole, but more direct. More like paint dripping down the sides of something, but all in one direction. So at a certain point, there's like an inwards bleed in this weird semicircle. You can see above, in some cases, the mountain range, some cases above the tree line, that you're definitely going towards, and it's definitely slowly but surely expanding.
Cool.
It currently looks like it's probably, and this is an estimate because it's very hard to tell things from this far away, a couple of miles wide at least.
Is it quite colourful, then?
More like the colour bleeds in and goes sort of see-through and grey as it goes inwards.
Weirdly beautiful.
You're a strange man.
I agree with you, strange voice in the sky.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, I was about to ask if you would say anything or do anything, so here you go.
Your Pandorum in the head situation you've got going on.
Oh, yeah.
Have you figured anything out about this now? What to do with it? You've got a few days.
I mean, I don't really know what we're dealing with. I've got to get closer and figure that out before I can really think about it. And I've got other problems, really. I didn't really mention this in the last few days, but something happened with myself and Nate quite a while ago. Well, it wasn't that long ago, actually, was it? But about just under a year ago, I guess. And I don't just have a machine in my head. I also seem to have some sort of old memory of the original me living rent-free up in my head as well. So I'm trying not to worry about things until there's something to worry about in front of me.
It's a lot of things to be going on in one human head.
Hey, but this human head has done a lot. Learned Elven high magic, even though it was meant to be impossible. Controlled 2 mythologies, and has realised that was a bad idea.
Yes, it was. Don't get cocky. You need a safe word or anything? If you need me to just... Did you have that with Nate? Just a panic switch?
A group of them, including Nate, decided to kill me the first time I used the Mythala. And I'll be honest with you, it probably was the right choice, but it's not something that I'd want to do again.
No,
I trust you to make the right decision.
I'm not sure that's reassuring given my track record, but...
What's wrong with your track record? You've proved nothing but noble.
What, just going along with the first person that showed me any kind of kindness after I was turned? and willingly, blindly stumbling along with their plan, even though I didn't really know what it was about.
You're saying that you wanted to help someone that helped you. It sounds like they took advantage, not you.
Yeah. Well, I suppose the good news is if we do have to kill you, I can bring you back again.
Oh, well, that's very pleasant. I think they did that to me as well.
I mean the magical way, not the way as well.
Oh, I hadn't even considered vampirism. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not really that up for it. I mean, last, I think if you think that, I mean, hey, I imagine you're a great teacher.
That's not within my capabilities. That's what I'm saying.
Great.
And probably for the best.
Do you know that?
Actually, I don't. Not tried, although I imagine probably not anymore. The old heart situation.
Hey, if it comes to it, I give you permission to try.
Anton, can you just stop sometimes?
Okay.
There was a point the other day where I very nearly did kill you.
Oh, when was that?
When you were semi-conscious.
Okay.
You're looking very appetizing at the time.
Thank you.
Not in that way.
Look, at the end of the day, Ilrathni, you seem to be extremely unsure of yourself as someone who's very capable. Like, you are probably one of the most amazing people I have met in my life, and you have done some amazing things and made some excellent choices. And the fact that you admit to almost killing me, admit to all your flaws, I don't know, just makes you all that more respectable. And hey, I think it's a very good flaw to have, to doubt yourself. I'm trying it out myself.
Nate, have you got any ideas on how to deal with this thing?
It's a horse.
I was going to say still, again, presumably. Yeah, I was going to say, now that I can see this hole, I know we're a distance away, but can I roll something to see what I think of it from here?
Arcana. Are you still a horse?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Striking sparks off the road.
Given guidance.
Oh, nice.
How can you give the horse guidance when the horse is running an Arcana check?
Looking a gift horse in the mouth, sure.
Oh, surely the horse is looking
mystical.
I am thinking about this.
I mean, guidance is magical, so...
All right, you know what? I'm
I
going to
literally-
this Nickety, it's fine. Give the horse guidance for looking at magic things.
I rolled a 4 on the d4. So that makes it 23, 30.
The horse is wise.
What the fuck?
Level 14, that's what the fuck it is.
A 4. Have you got expertise or something?
No, 4 on the D4.
I rolled a 4 on the d4, I got a 19, and I've got a plus.
Right. Nate, this looks like... Okay, let's do some fun conjecturing. It looks like whatever is happening here, there is something drawing the outside world, your reality, into it, like a puncture wound or similar. Judging by what you know about the Mythalar, because your clone knew to do this as well, chances are there's some kind of tear in reality or some kind of weight or pressure that is drawing things in and drawing them out of reality. Looking at the colors and the shapes and all of this, it looks like it's drawing it somewhere else, and it's drawing it somewhere where there is no color and no shape. It's not like, oh, it's making a hole to the astral sea, which you could conjecture, you could conceive of. It looks like it's actually, it's not even going to a space between planes, it's going somewhere. It's doing something. You rolled a 30. I'm going to stop being obtuse. where geometry breaks down and where all of this starts to go, the very far fringes of the planar existence where everything gets fucked up is called the Far Realm. And the Far Realm is non-Euclidean nightmare realm where elder evils are banished to, where beholders come from, where all sorts of troubles come from. Looking at it, I think with a 30, I will say this might be beyond you. It's certainly going
one
to
shot
be
over.
bad.
Never mind. See you later next. See you next time, everyone. We'll deal with another day.
All I'm pointing out now is that there are 2 other player characters here who have not been mentioned yet. That's all I'm saying.
And they won't be. Have fun, guys.
Yeah.
No, but genuinely speaking, like this looks like, if this is not just an, we'll turn the mythalite off or we'll destroy it, it looks like, no, this has created an effect around itself that we'll have to fight our way through.
Hello, IT. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Have you tried turning that on and off again?
No.
It looks bad. Maybe worse than you were expecting.
You're a horse.
Yeah.
He's not polymorphed, he's wild-shaped, he retains his mental faculties.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he can speak.
What should we do? What should we do, Nate?
Tap, 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 tap.
Could we conjecture this is towards the end of a day where we might be making camp anyway?
Yeah.
I think, we've got to this point and it's been okay, we've seen this thing now. At the asking of that question, Nate would, I think, just transform back to Nate underneath you. So you can just sort of slowly get and then
God.
And I think just because of it's Nate and for most comedy awkwardness, Nate wants to end up on his back, on his feet. So as he's transforming, actually the head kind of shrinks and then just passes back behind between your legs until Nate is then standing up behind you.
We could have dismounted.
Are you in the middle of us then?
No, I've ended up behind you. So where the horse's back feet are, don't move. I'll just shrink back to there.
So what you get is a kind of boom, and then someone's standing behind you.
Every time, Nate. It's been 3 days, and every time we could have dismounted. Never mind.
I mean, you could have, but you didn't.
Give us a warning.
There's no stirrups. Getting on was hard enough.
You look like you've figured something out, buddy.
Yeah, well, so if you imagine, right, that the whole universe is like plugs.
Are you talking about portals in the astral sea?
Well, similar to that, but more theoretical or metaphorical, I guess. And so every point in the universe is like a plug, right? And if you remove that plug, then everything goes down the plug, and it ends up in this far realm where space doesn't work right. And so don't, Anton, careful. I know that look, right? I know you're interested, and it's like mind-blowing weird stuff, right? But
no, I'm not interested. I'm fucking terrified, mate.
Well, good, right? Because that's bad, and I don't really know how we might fix it. I think we could do with an hand.
Give me a second. I just need Alright. Well, I know someone who might give you a bit of a run for your money with hitting things. Actually, funnily enough, they're the same person. They'll probably help you kill me if anything goes wrong with me. Not that anything will. Alright.
That's good to know.
Just give me a second and I will get in touch with them. And I'll get my crystal ball.
Mm-hmm.
And
while you are preparing that, Prosperous, you flew away at the end of Drowning in Blackwater.
It was very dramatic. It was very important.
Yes. as you are flying away, you will receive this message.
Okay.
So I think you've been in the air with Andy for 10 minutes.
Right, okay.
Have you had any conversations with Andy in those 10 minutes while you flew away dramatically from saying, you must get on with your life on your own and I'm going to go adventure by myself?
Not unless Andy's bringing it up, because otherwise we're just...
It will have been 5 minutes of awkward silence, and Andy will... Silence? It'll have been 5 minutes of awkward silence, and then Andy will have said, so are we going to talk about it?
What is there to talk about? It's over.
Okay.
It's done. It's just you, me, and the octopus now.
Squishy's doing fine, thank you for asking.
Oh, beautiful Squishy.
Seems a bit...
Yes, Andy.
I'm just saying. Baby bathwater. You know, like, maybe you could make the dramatic move and then a couple days later you go back and go, hey, I'm here to help and it's fine.
Or we could let him sort out his own life, sort out his own shit, and then in 5 years' time, maybe we'll meet again. Or we'll both be dead and it doesn't matter anyway.
I mean, do I need to remind you that there's an elder evil trying to... There's serious shit going down right now.
I know, that's where we're going. Well, actually, we don't know where we're going, so we're going somewhere
Yeah, I've been flying in a circle for like half an hour.
I had noticed, but I didn't want to say.
I don't know where to go. You haven't said go. I'm not just going to fly off in a random direction. Also, there's that fucking weird thing in the sky over there. We'll point and you can see this like weird, like something fucked up's happening over there because Blackwater's not that far from the Sword Mountains.
Maybe we should go over there then, because that's what we're going to do. We're gonna help people. Like well, actually you weren't here, like I used to.
Yeah. I mean, that is our job, but also that looks scary.
But that's also our job. To not be scared.
Yeah,
or
you're
to be scared and do it anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
At which point, Anton says in your head,
Hey Pete, it's me, Anton.
Good stuff.
Heading to massive hole from Waterdeep. If you could please join, that would be great.
Perfect. Well,
lots of love. Hope you're doing.
Yeah.
Andy didn't hear this and will slowly start winging around towards the massive hole in the world.
What did you do? We were actually going there anyway. Seriously though, you better not have done this. Good to hear from you.
Wasn't me this time. Actually, was Nate's Sicrelium.
Simulacrum.
Simulacrum?
Sitting an easy word at the best of times. Different accent and everything.
I don't have that spell. See you in a few. We'll make a fire fort.
Fuck's sake, you two. Just leave the world alone.
Amazing.
He's coming.
Right, okay, well, the good news is that the two most reckless people I know are already there.
Why is that good news?
Well, sometimes you need a bit of recklessness, like when Viorica killed everybody. Maybe we should take Viorica as well.
That sounds like... Okay. You're in charge.
It's good to be serious, and it's good to have chaos. And we provide seriousness, and sometimes other people provide chaos. And it always seems to work.
Okay, so you want to go back to Blackwater and find Viorica and avoid Ferrari at all costs?
Blackwater's literally right there. We never left. You've just been circling it for 10 minutes.
Okay.
And yes, we will avoid Ferrari at all costs.
Okay.
Otherwise, it wasn't a dramatic exit. In fact, can you sneak back in so that we...
It's okay. We're looking down and they're on the road out of town. We're fine.
Great.
Viorica, you had just met young Twigfingers.
The sweetest thing.
The sweetest thing. It's been 10 minutes since the end of Drowning in Blackwater because I like my trauma now. What's been happening for 10 minutes?
Viorica made a very clear decision to sit down and try and put down roots with little twig fingers. And
10 minutes.
10 minutes. And having been left on their own for, I mean, not even on their own because the young twig fingers is there, but having been left without a party for, I mean, all of 5 minutes, the foot starts.
So you've just sort of like, you're in town, you've just sort of perched on like a tree stump getting ready to leave.
Yes.
And then you've gone, maybe we'll stay here. Do you have a conversation with young twig fingers?
So, my little friend, how are you doing?
Fine.
Good, because I don't think I am.
Oh, what? Can I help you?
I'm getting a bit antsy. Have you ever wanted to travel?
Yeah, that's why I gave you me so that we could get more stories.
Perfect. I think I don't want to stay here. There's too many memories. I think I need to go and make some more memories. Elf. I don't know though.
I'm here for the stories.
Okay then, and gonna take little young twig fingers by the hand and start setting off in a.
They are tiny.
Understood. Sorry. When I say take them by the hand, take them in the hand. Yes, exactly. And I would say put them up on my shoulder.
They don't really have limbs.
Hang on. Do I not remember? Have I forgotten this completely?
They must have fingers, otherwise why would it be twig fingers?
They're just a twig, guys. I don't know what to tell you. They're just a twig with eyes.
All right. Well, I'm going to assume that
someone putting googly eyes on a twig. You're done. That's what you're.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that. I thought there was more animation. No. So, okay. In which case, I'm assuming that on Viorica, not even necessarily in the traditional place, there will be a lapel of some kind, and that therefore there will be a buttonhole, and therefore that where little twig finger is going to be put is in the buttonhole.
Thank you.
Sort of a living bouquet.
It's not a traditional place.
All I can think is the crotch.
I just I'm actually seeing the back of the pants, and the buttonhole is the butthole.
No, I want to be able to see and talk to branch fingers. To little twig fingers.
It's a deeper V. What you're saying is there's a deeper V for yeah. Okay, that's what you mean.
A deeper V. Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking, and therefore that will be. So it's sort of the equivalent of a papoose for little branch fingers, and that they will be on the front of me, and therefore can see everything, so that all of the what's it called? Impotent. What's it called? Temporary input is happening.
Impetus, not impotence. Jesus. Yes, they will sit in the front in your lapel, just going do 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 do, like singing noises.
And Viorica will therefore set off in a fairly random direction, but sort of away from the. Indeed, no, but I'm. All right, the road will be will be where.
I will tell you what will happen. You'll go, okay, random direction. You start walking, sink to your ankles, and go nope, and get back on the road.
Fair point. I'd forgotten we are in Blackwater. That is a good point. So yes, in which case I will start wandering towards the road, trying to not get my boots any more mucky than they already are, which I presume is quite mucky.
And you will just quietly get constantly burbling along in your lapel unless you stop them.
That's perfect. No.
I'm assuming that P just lands on and just like right in front of Viorica with like, come quest or whatever. Like.
Come quest. Since you're not staying here anyway, two of the most chaotic people I know seem to have created a hole in the universe. Would you like to come?
I think slow is traditional.
No. You gave me all the information I needed. I'm there with you. Is Andy going to be all right with all of us on him?
Oh, yes. What do you think, Andy? I mean, can you carry all of us and the octopus?
Yeah.
Cool.
It was worth a try.
Yeah, I'm going to leap up behind P and...
For anyone who missed that, my unicorn now has a pet.
It's a pet octopus who sits on Andy's head. And it's just an octopus sitting there going... Yeah. No idea what's going on.
It's awesome. Is it?
Is it dive doesn't find water? I'm just.
It's a swamp octopus. It'll be fine.
Water on it.
And he keeps licking it.
Okay. If you get on the back of Andy and
yes,
are we going on an adventure?
Yes, I thought we needed an adventure, and we found one. I think this is meant to be. This is good.
That was super fast.
I cannot state highly enough how likely it is that these two people will cause the end of the world.
Fine. Well, in which case we'll have the adventure during the end of the world, and even if we do wink out of existence, well, we can give a wink back to the universe.
That's actually quite a nice way of looking at it.
That's what I have.
Story.
Don't tell them that.
No. That's, I can imagine. If they're chaotic, I will simply be your amanuensis. I don't know.
What is an amanuensis?
Person who writes things for people.
Yeah. Your storyteller. Let's go with that.
It seems like selling yourself short, but all right.
I will help if I can, but given that there's chaotic people to start with, I think my chaos will probably come along later. We'll see.
Okay, I guess we're going now.
Yes, please.
Okay.
This will be good.
You can't hear. No, you can hear Andy. Andy talks out loud. Andy's talking Horus. So we're flying towards the hole in the world. That's just a thing we're doing now.
Yeah, don't get too close. But if you see a sort of blue person and a very sort of standard-looking human wizard, that's who we're looking for.
Standard-looking human wizard. So, like,
probably more muscly than your standard human wizard, but you know.
A muscly standard wizard, like what? Like the starry hat and robes? Like, what are we talking?
No, much more cool than that.
Oh, are they cool? All right.
No.
Oh, fine. Oh, so that kind of cool.
Okay, I'm looking for a cool wizard. Yes, Andy does. No idea how. Good. You will fly off on your alicorn towards the hole in the world.
And Viorica knows that he made the right decision, because the moment they set off and they're heading towards what looks like eternal problems.
Yes.
It's just feels exactly right. I don't want to put down roots. What the hell was I thinking? Fly, my pretties.
Okay.
From your lapel, you had to faint.
Did Rory say anything after I left?
Oh God! So that's where we cut away.
Well, they looked.
No, that's where we cut away.
That's where we cut away. Well, they looked.
Okay. If you're setting up camp, the three of you, if you're setting up camp by the roadside and with a couple of sendings and a note more that way, more to the left, like you could easily find each other. And I think it is fair to say over the course of an evening and setting up camp, the five of you will be able to convene. So let's rejoin them and the five of you convene. You are not far away from this hole, as far as you can tell, but this is probably as good a place as any to rest before trying to go in and deal with this mess.
Cool.
You won't have seen Prosperous since Sea of Swords. Prosperous wearing entirely different armor, very Shantae-y. The wrist guard, the short wrist guards are gone, and has a brand new sword. No, the bone sword is still the same, but it has new kit.
It's good.
It's still the bone sword, but it
has a shiny gem in it.
So they've got shiny gems. They know about the shiny gems that happened in the same adventure.
I've got an alicorn.
And
that's the amanuensis. Hello.
So, yeah, and it's fair to say that Anton looks different because Anton now is wearing robes of the Archmagi and has Elvish shaved in the side of his head like a pillock, and his eyes are glowing purple. Reminder once more.
Just as we approach. I take it back, actually. He looks less cool now.
Really? I think I'd go with you. That's less.
They're like bright white, gold, and then there's like a blue and gold sash. He looks fucking cool. He's got a fucking floating orb around him as well.
Pretentious.
And grenades. He's got grenades and a pistol.
First word taken down. Pretentious. Yes,
do write down what I say.
Like, I know we're
Don't write down. Oh, I see.
I know we're in universe, but it's like someone going to a Ren fair.
I think as you're flying in and chatting all of this, you just have Nick going, "Oh, Pete, how are you doing?"
Tentacle on.
Yeah.
Oh boy, what happened to you two?
Oh, I made a new friend. He gave me an arm.
I also made a new friend, and he gave me a lot of cool stuff. This is our new friend, Ildrathni P, and you've got a lot of new friends as well, P, and very sharp-looking armor, by the way.
Viorica,
Shantae.
Do we need to have a chat about your eyes?
No. He's fine. He's got it under control, but he assures me that if things do go wrong, we're allowed to kill him. Apparently that's something you're experienced in.
Not personally. That's a slight movement on from last time, though. You were very sure you had it under control, and then you were not happy to be killed.
Oh, that's because I had Mythalar madness. I've coined that.
Right, okay. Good.
Yeah, we did an all like risk assessment kind of thing and came up with a plan of action if it happens again, you know?
What the fuck is that?
Is that to kill him?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, okay. Great.
I also feel that this is unfair because it was Nate that started this. I mean, in fairness, I got my shots in. Like, I completely lost it. It was great.
Hang on. Rewind. From the start.
Oh, that'll take way too long.
Okay.
Well, we met a god. Like,
who hasn't met a god? They're everywhere.
Sorry. Jeez Louise.
That's Andy in the background. Again, I did it.
we literally, we went to heaven, but apparently that's just an every day in the life of Pete. Look, I think we should focus on this Far Realm tear more than anything.
Actually, I would much prefer heaven to what I've been doing. I've been doing all of the demon stuff.
Oh, we did that better, that.
Do we know what this pointing to the thing in the sky? Do we know what this thing, is?
Yeah, it's like a rip or like an hole in space, reality, the universe. And with this kind of thing, those words all basically just mean the same thing, like existence.
Oh, right.
Everything.
I have a quick question for the DM. Just I had this thought, and I think Anton would as well. Can I make like an intelligence check of some kind to figure out whether or not, just to theorize, or if there's any possibility that the fact that we use mythalars and the way that we use them, if they're not used for floating cities, is that actually engineered by something trying to bring itself or bring us to it? Like the fact that it encourages us to use it more and actually tear open the world, is that because something is using it to do that?
Sure. Roll me an Arcana check, and because of the supercomputer godkiller that you now own, that's with advantage.
Sweet.
Although I will request that you conjecture this in your head with your supercomputer brain and the other voice in your head.
Great, okay. I guess just for a split second, into the purple eyes they go, into this big white room of just void. Okay, guys, so quick question. What do we think about the idea that Mythal madness is actually caused by something in the Far Realm trying to get here? I rolled at advantage a Arcana check, yes?
Yes.
Oh, that is a spell. Not a skill.
Not a spell, it's a skill check.
I'm pretty sure it's a plus 10. Yeah, it's just a plus 10 for a 23.
Okay. Lorraine, your clone who now lives rent-free in your head.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds a bit like you're overthinking it. Maybe it's simpler than that. Maybe it's just that absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. Simple as that.
Enough from you. What does the computer say?
Processing. Mythalars were created for a specific purpose and are defined in origin. Thus, it is possible that Mythalars were intending to tear reality. However, as this is generated by Elven High Magisters as part of a religious operation, it seems more that the Mythalar itself is a powerful artifact, and thus the temptation to use it is great.
All right, Lorraine, you got this one.
I'm here when you need me.
And then I just pop back into space, and I'm just thinking.
Yeah, because no. Good.
Yeah, no, essentially, yeah.
I don't want to sell myself short But massive hole in the world, theoretical problem. Not really sure why I'm here.
Yes, I'm waiting for something to hit as well.
That is why, because the Far Realm is actually, well, dimension and space and time don't work the same in the Far Realm, so that's why crazy things like Alithids and Beholders come out of them, creatures that literally dream reality into existence, so their reality is different to ours, so if we need anything to kill one of those...
Using chickens, please.
Okay, so imagine there was a... go on, Nate, please.
I was just going to say, imagine a chicken is running forwards, but it's actually moving backwards. That's the kind of thing that happens in the Far Realm, because space doesn't really make sense.
All right, a different example. Imagine there's a chicken, right? But in the Far Realm, the equivalent of a chicken would be a bowl of soup. And it'd be vegetable soup.
Not even chicken soup.
It's completely different.
Right, okay. How does
That's
that
the
help?
Far Realm. It doesn't.
Okay.
Nothing about the Far Realm helps.
Pete, how long did you hang out with these guys? Because I swear by all the Seldarine, it's been a week, and
Yeah, it was roughly a week. We broke into a prison.
We were on a boat together for months.
We were not on a boat together for months.
It was a couple of months.
Oh, okay. It was slightly longer than that. I've lost track of time.
We had
you
a lot of
coped with it-
pleasantries.
How?
And at the end of it, we sort of had to kill Anton, so...
Okay. No, things are starting to make more sense now.
Are you getting this, little branch fingers? This little twig fingers? This is sounding positively melodramatic.
And your friend?
Oh, sorry. Hello. Viorica will go round and do a lot of that stuff to everybody.
What you will faintly hear is...
Are all of these people romantically interlinked? Because it feels like there's a lot of history.
Romantic. That's a strong term, but let's see. They've definitely been through... I don't think they can stop being friends now unless they're going to start fighting each other. So, very good to meet you. My name is Viorica Iordash. I am... Well, a bard for hire, I suppose. And sing a bit.
I mean, aren't most bards bard for hire?
Yeah, he's doing this for free.
Prosperous is my guiding light.
Right, like you two. Oh, that's very nice.
No.
No? Oh, okay.
No.
Yorda, Viorica.
That's right.
There's something about you looks vaguely familiar.
My apologies, my memory. I've tried to leave behind all my past lives. If we have encountered each other, then I'm sure it was wonderful, but I may also have expunged it from my memory.
No, fair enough. I've been around a long time. It's all sort of blends into one another, the before times. Anyway.
Indeed. Right. Well, what is is there a plan?
Get closer, see what we can make of it, and go from there.
Sounds wonderful. All for it.
Right now. I mean, I'm up for right now.
Yes.
I've spent a lot of time casting spells to you, so actually I won't mind just a little bit. I'm like...
Yeah, I've been in Oz quite a lot, so I could do with a bit of a sit down.
For the sake of brevity, I will say that you can reach middle of the night and you can be fine in terms of spell slots, etc. Because it was late afternoon, early evening.
Let's boogie.
Probably would, if we're taking a little sit down, would have, again, because I have to do it every day, did the blessings of the forge on Nate's poncho. Ildra would have taken herself off to a corner and sort of be singing quietly whilst doing it. I don't want to take up too much time because I realise this is one shot, we're running low on time, but Chris, what have I been eating the last 3 days?
Ooh.
What have you tried to eat?
I don't know. Well, I mean, we had vague conversations about trying Nate's stew back in Mithranor.
You did, yes.
How did that go?
It tasted good.
Okay.
You've not eaten solids for ages. You don't know need me to make these conclusions for you.
Repercussions?
Fine.
But you are able to eat regular food and you do not feel the pangs at all.
This is good.
You are, by all means, alive. You can still climb on walls, though. It's weird.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Very helpful.
You're like a living vampire now, if that helps you. In game terms, you're still a Dampier, but you do no longer feel the hunger, and you're no longer undead.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I guess it's just something to have noted over the past few days. Ildra would have been tentative, but extremely excited to be eating any food anyone prepares.
And goes for very long bathroom breaks. Just goes off into the woods and about 15 to 20 minutes later comes back and just looks a bit horrified.
It's fine.
Ask any questions.
It's been 300 years.
They've been the Dampier for what, 6-7 months? It's not been, no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Two
Okay, fine.
years. 2 years. Sorry, 2 years.
Still 2 years, and then suddenly that coming back again is a lot.
Ooh, the digestion.
Yeah. Okay.
P.
Yeah.
Are we going to try and the 5 of us? Are we going to try and shut that thing off?
Yeah, is that not normal for you?
No, it is. It's just always a bit intimidating when you start these things, because I never know how it's, even possible. I have every faith in everybody, but...
Usually something turns up, or someone has a bright idea, or, So far, we've all survived.
Well, as long as there's some kind of anti-tank gun, I think I'll be all right. But we'll see.
I'm not envisioning many anti-tank guns.
That's what was worrying me.
Anti-tank gun is big cannon.
Sorry. As long as there's a big cannon, I'm sure I'll be fine.
It makes
do things that don't involve cannon, Like you're actually
I know.
pretty good at that.
Well, let's see.
What's a cannon?
Oh, something. It's a tube where you put gunpowder and a big heavy thing, and then ignite the gunpowder, and it flings the heavy thing a very long way to destroy stuff.
Cool.
Or if you're inside a building, it goes a very short way and destroys the building.
Cool.
Yes, that's why I was. Yes. The thing is that if we are going to try and shut this thing, I suppose we'll just rely on the chaos. It'll be fine.
I could ask Shantae if she knows anything. Sorry, Twig Fingers. You don't know enough to be of interest here. Just shh.
Sorry.
She might.
Okay. Well, that is a very good starting point. I enjoy that.
Yeah, they can't usually get involved, but she might know something.
Exactly. Yeah, let's see.
I will set up my sunflower seed on the sword ceremony.
Twig Fingers will lean over to you and go,
Is there a door, though?
That's the thing. I think it's more a sort of, where old Branch Fingers was? Where all that water was?
Yes.
It's as if they opened up a hole in the bottom of that, and the water was everything. So it might well all drain out. That's why we've got to shut it. I think that would be a
Just plug
good
the
idea.
hole.
True, but we don't know how to do that. We're going to have to find out.
And that'll be what I'll think about, how to plug this hole.
Please do. I'll give you as much information as I can.
Okay.
While P is spreading the seeds on the sword, Ildrath is like the other side of camp, laying their hammer down and getting small bits of scrap metal out and placing them on top and just
commuting, fine.
This is weird. I think rather than commune, Viorica is going to sort of go around and watch everyone very interestedly until they look up and go, "What are you doing?" And then in which case he'll bugger off.
Go on. What do you ask Shantae?
Hole in the world? Is Anton actually the bad guy?
We're gonna have a problem if it says yes, because I promise I'm not. So
it's not that I don't trust Anton. It's just that I really don't trust Anton.
Yeah.
Traditional notions of good and evil are really not that helpful when it comes to real people.
Okay.
He's complicated, and that is how it should be.
Fine. Am I going to go? Do I still get to come to the Golden Fields if I have to kill Anton again? Is there like a limit on how many times you can kill the same person before it?
If you're killing him to help more people, then I don't have a problem with that.
Okay, good.
Within limits. One life to save millions within limits.
Yes. I'm hopeful that he has got it under control and we'll be fine.
It's certainly terrifying. I know lots of people who are very scared of him right now.
Oh, good. That's not promising. Hole in the world?
It's a hole in my perception of the world as well. I just don't know what's there.
Wow.
I think it might be a hole in this reality.
No, we got that. That's right, the chickens.
Whatever's beyond it or whatever it is, it's out of my purview completely.
Right, so you don't know how to fix it.
I don't even really know what it is.
Okay. How's Flore?
Seems to be doing fine.
Fine.
Would you like me to look more closely?
Nope.
Okay.
Maybe like for next time.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
I need you around, P. There's if you want to help your friends fix this, please do, but you and your friends just found out an Elder Evil's about to
No, I know.
Yeah.
Consequences and
priorities.
Hole in the world.
I understand.
I'm not ignoring.
No, I understand that, but don't forget you have more to do.
Oh, you mean don't die? You could just say don't die.
It's very flippant.
Is it?
It would be if I
said
it. No, it would be if I said
Okay.
it. I'm a god. I can't really be flippant. I mean, I shouldn't be flippant.
We're very serious today.
Well, we just... It was less than a day ago that we realised that an Elder Evil is heading back relatively soon, and as a person who is controlling a god-killing program in his head, there's a lot going on right now. But I'm here for you, whatever I can do.
Okay, well that was helpful. Thank you. Maybe just go away. If Anton's got something god-killing in his head, just go somewhere else, like far away.
Yeah. Okay. I think I shall. You'll be fine. Cool, from one extreme to the other. Eldra.
The little balls of metal sort of rise up and float and start spinning and become non-ferrous, and they go into a trance state. Firecloak?
Oh, hey, Eldra, hey. How are you?
I'm all right. Actually, I'm not concerned about you. How are you getting on?
Oh, it's a lot at the moment, but I'm doing fine.
Has Corellan spoken to you?
Not personally.
Arsehole.
I wouldn't expect them to. No, like, you don't know them like I know them. It'll take a lot longer than, what has it been, like 2 days?
I suppose.
I'm allowed back in. That's already a huge step, you know?
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I suppose.
You all right? What's up?
Well, the people I've been traveling with. Well, there's the hole in the world. Surely you know about the hole in the world.
I can see that there's something weird going on, but I can't see anything. It just looks like something's weird.
Right, okay. I was sort of wondering if you might know anything else about it.
Not really. It's outside of my stuff.
And as far as and again, I don't understand the intricacies of it, and unfortunately, the people who do, I'm still sort of going along with, but don't fully trust. Started with a Mythalar. I don't suppose that gives us any leverage, any...
No, not
one
really.
to lead with.
No, I mean, Mythalars have a specific purpose, and if they're used for a different purpose, they tend to go a bit haywire. I don't know what this one's done, but yeah.
You sound really down. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. No, you've done You've done good work, and this is all really good. It's just I'm not used to this kind of scrutiny.
Oh, gosh. From the Seldarine.
Yeah. Letting me back in isn't just a, hi, welcome back, everything's good now, you know?
Of course, why would it be?
No, but it's good. This is healing. It just takes time.
Of course.
And I'm still exhausted. That was a lot.
Yes, I suppose time, again. Not a lot has passed for you.
No, I reforged your heart with you not long ago. Gotta get some divine power back in, you know?
It's doing well, by the way. It seems to be pretty solid. I can eat. That's exciting.
Eating's fun.
Yes, and then not fun. But the point at which is in your mouth is fun.
I'm gonna take that at face value.
Yes, please do. Okay, I will continue to tell people about you. It's been a busy time. The only time...
Ildra, you're fine.
Okay.
You've given me more than anyone else ever has. Please don't worry.
Hang in there, old chap.
I will.
I'll sort of reach out to give him a shoulder squeeze.
You give him a shoulder squeeze.
I'll let it fade away.
They're not down, they're just tired. It's been a lot last couple of days, so yeah. I'm afraid your gods can't tell you very much because for them it almost doesn't exist.
But we'll cast a sort of an eyebrow raise at P again across the fire. Any luck your end? None mine, I'm afraid.
No, although you were all very quiet about the fact that Anton's got a god-killing machine in his head.
What?
Did you not say? Oh my God.
God killing?
So I just didn't think it'd be like the thing to say. Honestly, I've got a lot to think about right now, so it just didn't come up. But yeah, we found a god-killing machine. We found the mind and the body trapped separately. The body was presumably taken to heaven with Ildrathni, and the mind found me a suitable replacement, but I managed to recode it whilst trapped in a crystal of my own creating.
I should clarify that's not where the body is, but I suppose it's better off if I don't tell you. The less people that know, the better.
Don't tell me at all.
No, definitely not.
Okay. You don't currently feel like you need to kill any gods, right?
No, but we might need to later.
Well, it was just the body that was able to kill the gods.
Okay. So what you're saying is Shantae is not currently at risk from Anton?
No.
Not that we know of.
Anton, you're being suspiciously quiet.
Sorry, I was just thinking. What was the question?
Are you currently a danger to Shantae?
Oh, no.
Can I insight check that, please?
Mm-hmm.
If I was 17.
Anton was currently trying to judge the distance from how far he is to the middle of wherever this is, because he's thinking that maybe he can spy on it without getting too close. He's just doing weird math in his head.
Okay.
He's doing wizard shit. Nothing to do with Shantae.
Vaguely reassured. Okay, good. Great. Glad we got that all cleared up. What? It sounds like you've been having a time.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Met this person called Ava, who pretty much, and Ephemera, who seemed, I don't know, good on the inside.
What happened to the
very
Wonderwalker?
deep on the.
No.
You know what? I can't remember, actually.
Because the last time that we met Ava and Ephemera, they had the Wonderwalker.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe
they
I've.
did have it.
There's a bit of bad news actually about that, Pete, because there was a moment where basically they were all stood there, and Ephemera said something along the lines of, Orcus, I invite you, and then they all just kind of turned into zombies. So I think the wand of Orcus might be with Orcus.
That's a shame.
The vibe you're getting is it's a shame that Orcus has the wand, less emotion about the people. Significantly less emotion about the people.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd rather know than not
Anyway.
know. That's fine, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got Jeremiah back, if you knew about that. I don't know if...
Don't know who
All
that
right,
is.
cool. All right, never mind then. Clearly didn't get along too well with them. Anyway, yeah. Shall we get off? I realised that with a bit of distance, I can use an arcane eye to fly into the middle of this, let's call it an event horizon.
No reason at all.
Just for, I'm coining that now.
Horizon.
I'll send my arcane eye into the event horizon, and I can see what's going on from there. But I need to be at least an hour's away from it. I can only move at walking distance with it.
Do we think we are safe an hour's walk away from the centre of it?
Probably not.
Oh no.
No.
To be honest, we're probably not very safe here.
That's a good point.
All right, we'll get you closer then.
As you all start to move closer, as in moving through trees, making your way towards the Sword Mountains, but also this sort of strange, like, paint smear in the center of the horizon as you move towards it.
The event horizon.
I'm so sorry, your event horizon. As you approach in this direction, you will note that everything looks completely, to coin a word, normal. Trees, moss, grass, babbling brooks, like you're walking through the forests on the way towards a mountain that's starting to rise ahead of you, and this all feels very natural and normal. What you would notice is that there's no sound of animals whatsoever.
That's what I was going to ask.
Which is unnerving. It's like the woods are really too quiet.
Carry on, sorry.
You will crest up what looks like the beginnings of a foothill, and as you do, you will suddenly all need to stop. Because ahead of you, the ground falls away from you. You can see ahead of you, the ground falls away from you and appears to be falling away from everywhere downwards, almost like there's a gigantic pit in front of you. But looking into it, this pit, the sides and everything around it, it looks like the woodland continues as usual. It's almost as if someone has just taken a very heavy weight and put it in somewhere, and it's just pulled everything down and inward towards it.
Like if it was all made out of like silk or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It looks like, and you can see small streams that go over the edge, and they don't pour over the edge. If anything, it looks like gravity on the inside is different because the water seems to flow as you would expect it to if this were flat, which it is not. It is almost 90 degrees away from you at this point. The air has a strange quality to it, a strange sort of shimmering, and you also all feel in the pit of your stomach a sort of slight sense of vertigo, as if you're being pulled towards the center of this thing. And on the ground in front of you, it is edging, slowly expanding as it does. You have found the rift.
The what?
And that's where we'll take our break.
Nice.
Sorry, what's the rift? I don't know.
I'm sorry, the event horizon.
Yes.
Now that's familiar. Okay.
But yeah, this is in front of you. You can see it. And what you decide to do at this point, we'll get back to after our break. So join us back in 5:10, where we start making our way
Being
into
crazy.
the rift.
Oh, Lord.
We are delighted to be sponsored by Hero Forge. Hero Forge offers fully customizable tabletop minis with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from. You can see all of the minis that we designed for this stream in the overlay, and they animate when we enter the combat, so look out for that. Hero Forge are fantastic, so do check out the Pro membership where you can get premium access to features ahead of time, and beta access to things, and all sorts of cool stuff that just makes your life a lot easier. And you can check them out at heroforge.com.
We are delighted to be sponsored by Ultra Pro. They make accessories for D&D, Magic the Gathering, and more. My favourite part of the collection are their figurines of adorable power. Here is their gazer. They also make other things such as deck boxes if you play Magic the Gathering. You can find all of Ultra Pro stuff at ultrapro.com.
Hey friends, check out our new sponsor, Phoenix Dice, for a carefully curated menagerie of click-clack math rocks for your delectation. Check out their entire selection at phoenixdice.com, and just so you know, Phoenix Dice are all about living gloriously in the worlds of tabletop games and sustainably in this one, which means their dice are working to be recycled, their packaging is recycled, the dice are made of sustainable materials. It's all great stuff. You should definitely get involved. You can also join us today in chat with a chance to be in a raffle and win some Phoenix Dice of your own. Just put !dice into chat and you'll be in with a chance to win.
We are proud to be sponsored by Alchemy RPG. Reimagine your gaming experience with Alchemy. They're focused on creating immersive cinematic experiences everywhere you interact with tabletop role-playing games. You could be playing a game, creating a world, streaming, watching live games, discovering new content. Look at all the cool stuff that they are doing there. You can use environmental motion art, scene-based music, seamless character management to run your games over the internet, with upcoming features including homebrew content, streaming overlays, and spectator mode. So go and check out alchemyrpg.com.
Pick up your gear and open your chests. Throw on your armor and head out on a quest. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. On the slow coast, your allies will help with blades and bows and magic as well. Hey, hey, heroes on their way. Fighting together against overwhelming odds. Fighting together in favor of multiple gods. Idle champions of the forgotten realms. Idle champions, adventure never ends. Idle champions, get your wallet there. Idle champions, you will say it again. Idle champions.
We're delighted to be supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a Dungeons & Dragons strategy video game that brings together D&D characters from novels, adventures, and multiple live streams into a single grand adventure. Select your heroes and formation and battle through waves of monsters for free on PC, phone, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. You can pop exclamation code into chat for a free Electrum chest.
We're delighted to be supported by Neverwinter. In Neverwinter, explore and defend one of the most beautiful cities from Dungeons & Dragons Forgotten Realms campaign setting as it rises from the ashes of destruction. Epic stories, action combat, and classic role-playing await those heroes courageous enough to enter the fantastic world of Neverwinter. Neverwinter is completely free to play, so set yourself up an account today and pop !NW gift into chat for a link to a free gift.
Check out our wonderful supporters Elderwood Academy, who make beautiful bespoke gaming-themed gear, including hex chest dice boxes, spellbook deck boxes disguised as bespoke ancient arcane tomes, and scroll and codex dice tower and rolling tray pairings. Make your own with their online designer at elderwoodacademy.com. And welcome back to The Rift. And the party have just found The Rift. As described, a hole in what looks like reality, but it's almost like the whole world has become taffy and is being stretched down, and everything is almost at a 90-degree angle from you as you look down into this. And it is huge, 2 miles along, as far as you can tell. Like, there's an almost weird, like, inverted mountain to an aspect to certain bits of it, where the mountain itself is like gone inside it weirdly. Looking inside, the landscape as you look down this hole, it doesn't appear to be like, oh, perfectly contiguous as it goes down. Like, some weird shit's going on, but you can't see very far into it yet to make any proper estimation of that.
Nate would pick up a stone, rock, maybe sort of fist-sized, and would pull out a bit of wire, and using 2 of my magical tinkering pieces, we'll wrap the wire around the stone and then just connect one end to the other, and it will light up and start buzzing, and he's just going to fling it out in front of him and see what it does.
As it arcs out in front of you, it suddenly gets pulled down, and it looks like it's arced as the throw would have arced regularly across an extra 270 degrees. So the throw, instead of going whoop, would go whoop, like you've thrown it normally, but it's curved around an extra bit of space as well. You can still hear the buzzing and the clicking and see the light. It does appear to be slightly warped.
Ildra's just going to reach their hands out hesitantly and put one on the shoulder of both Anton and Nate, and sort of kind of cast a off you go then.
The obvious thing.
It's been real.
You try.
Your problem, you fixed it.
I just say, don't make me regret this. You'll both get a sort of a wave of fire that just kind of starts from Ildra's hand and spreads around your entire body, like you've got a second skin made of fire just for a second, and then it sort of just disappears. And almost like you feel death warded.
Oh, good.
It's like you feel warded from, I don't know,
against death. But also like glance across to P and Viorica and say, sorry, I can't do this for everyone, but I figure, no offense, I think they're the more likely ones to figure out exactly what's going on here.
Right, yes, however, we may have to kill one of them, so...
from my point of view.
That's kind of counterintuitive, but we'll come back to it.
You can hit hard, though,
understand
right?
why we'd have to kill Nate.
Just stab twice, guys. It's not hard.
Yeah, nobody understands why we'd have to kill Nate.
No, why would anyone kill Nate?
Nate looks at Eldrathne and goes, but hang on, if we're going to make sure that you don't regret doing that, does that mean that we should try and almost die?
No.
What? No, this is just a...
Oh my god, guys.
Isn't it going to be harder to kill me now? Now that I... Like, if something does happen and I do lose it, isn't it going to be harder to kill me now than it was before?
Yes, but you're still our best chance of stopping this, and I'm pretty sure I can hit you pretty hard regardless.
Sorry, I've been trying out humor. This is my fault. I've been trying... I'm going to stop. It's not my thing. I'm clearly not good at it.
Are we going in?
Why, as P says that,
sorry.
As P says that, I think Nate, having watched what that is Magical Tinkering Rock did, and now Death Warded just goes, shrugs, and just steps forward.
Oh dear God.
You step forward, and if you imagine, you step forward and on a right angle, and for you it feels like you've just stepped and the world is still normal around you, except looking up, the world is also in a weird convex spiral around the top of, not convex spiral, sorry, in a sort of weird arc around the top of you. Like you can see up and see trees and...
But it's like I'm in the bottom of an enormous cylinder.
On the side of an enormous cylinder.
Or, but from my perspective. It's
from your perspective,
it feels like a giant tunnel.
Yes, it's like a giant tunnel that you are currently standing in.
At the mouth of.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, hey, this is trippy. You guys should get in here.
You can hear Nate speaking, but it does sound kind of warped.
In for a copper, in for a gold. I'll jump on Andy and we'll fly through.
Flying through is slightly weirder, but you will sort of Andy will have a gravity shift, and you will just. But then you will also, as Andy's flying, Andy will also go, okay, can we maybe walk? This is.
Oh, sure.
It's like I'm being pulled up and down, and
Oh yeah, no, land.
Okay.
Is it all right in there?
Apparently, gravity's weird when you're flying.
Yeah. Roll.
Yeah, it's a bit weird for a second, but you flip it. But
no, you get used to it. We'll kneel down and just spider climb over the edge.
So you spider climb on the floor to spider climb on the floor.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. It's a weird vibe.
Anton's gonna watch that. Just like completely blank faced, and then just sort of note to self, and then walk over.
It's just Viorica.
Well, here goes nothing. And we'll step in as well.
I make so over the edge. And you're now all inside a tunnel made entirely of what looks like woodland and vegetation, but it's all around you. And there is a weird sense almost of being on the side of something. The tunnel is 2 miles wide, so it's not like, oh, it's right there. But there is a weird sense that if you step to the side, that suddenly everything's at an odd angle. Like when you're slightly tipsy, that sense of like everything's at slightly the wrong angle. It's that.
So what's the plan? Are we heading towards the middle to see if we can find what the issue is?
Exactly.
Yep, that sounds good. Very good.
All right, we'll just start walking.
Okay. As you all move forward, sound appears to warp slightly as you go. You will all note that sound is warping slightly, like it's not traveling through air entirely. And you will also note... Yes.
Could I Rayuri's telepathic bond us all as a ritual?
Sure, while you're walking, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, thank you. And then we can all speak mentally.
At points, the ground seems to be... There's no better word for this. Thinning. And where it is thinning, it's not like... the plants are moving away for Earth. It's more like the entirety of reality thins and extends. So it's almost like blades of grass become more widely spaced. And where they do, underneath it, there is an almost silvery grey-like material. It's a very strange experience.
Yeah.
As you move forward, you will start to see bits of black rubble. Now, for those of you who are not expecting this, you might go, what is this? Is it something weird? Anton and Nate, this is the ruins of Aeolian. You've been here before. You know that this rubble field extends for miles, and there is just all sorts of broken pieces of Netherese city crashed around all over the place here. Actually, Prosperous, you were there when it crashed. You might remember this.
Why does this look familiar?
Did you do this?
This is the Netherese city that we crashed.
Oh yeah, I forgot we did that.
Yeah, no, this bit wasn't us.
Yeah.
Wait, what? You crashed a city?
I was flying it, and don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
That's why I was under house arrest, because we were deemed too powerful. Though, frankly, not you two, just me.
They were under arrest as well. They may not be saying it, but they were too.
Fine.
What is the highest passive perception in the party? I'm looking at Ildra, but I don't know. It might be Nate.
About 50.
15.
I'm also 15.
19, 15. Anton, 12. Anton, like 9.
It's 11.
Oh,
nice. 16.
Oh, I'm
what?
sorry.
Yeah, my passive perception is 16.
Right feet, yeah.
My passive investigation is 20.
Mine too.
Look, guys, we're not going to have this argument in this game as well. Investigation is specific, it doesn't matter. Ildra, you would notice this first. There is a strange black tar-like residue on some things. It appears to coat certain parts of certain areas, certain objects. It looks like metal, but it moves like water. You can see it occasionally moving over to another piece and moving around and expanding in weird ways. It appears to be moving to the spots where the landscape is the most contiguous. And as it passes over it, it does fray more as things pass over it. As it passes over things, sorry.
Say it looks like metal using a forged clericy brain. Is it actually some kind of metal, or is it just something that has that sort of reflective quality?
Investigation check with advantage, because metal?
Sure. I mean, I'm not great, but that's an 18.
It looks like metal and it moves like water. And as you look at it more, the closest analogy you could draw to what this looks and moves like is resin.
Oh, wow.
You will note occasionally that it seems to almost shiver. Has everyone seen ferrous liquids before? Yeah. So occasionally it has these strange shivers that pass through it in perfect waves and then subside again, or parts of it will up and ball up into this strange ball of like spiked, jagged edges, but still contiguous, and then go back down again as well. You're all starting to notice these now because it's all around. It's not covering everything by any stretch, but it is prevalent. Prevalent.
What?
I don't think it's going to do anything, but I'm just going to ping my divine sense.
Ooh, what does your divine sense look out for?
I mean, it's the usual like Fey fiends. I'm trying to find it.
Fey fiend undead.
I think there's extra stuff as well. Definitely not constructs.
No.
Oh lordy, where's it gone?
I just get celestial fiends and undead.
Yeah.
And Halidor and Hallowed.
Yeah.
Same ability, you are both somewhat paladinic. Yes.
Yeah.
Nope, doesn't ping.
Okay, good.
The Far Realm is not fiendish, please.
Yeah, no. I didn't think it would, but just wanted to make sure. And I will just point to the blobs to make sure Nate and Anton have seen them.
They just pick some up.
Wow. Big decision.
He's death warded. He feels sort of semi-responsible, even though he sort of keeps saying it's not his fault.
Okay.
Could we not pick up the reality?
No, sorry. Nate picked it up, and before anything else happens, Nate's making a con save.
Ooh.
Do Paladin auras stack? Does Eldrathni have Paladin auras?
Not high enough level, and also they don't stack because of the same ability. Therefore, they have the same. It's only if auras only stack if they are of different named abilities.
Yeah, you get +5.
+5.
Cool.
Give me that con save.
15.
Oh my god. Okay. That was quick, everyone. Nate, you pick it up, and it envelops you immediately.
Oh shit!
Vaguely get an as it just covers Nate entirely. And I'd love to say that it's just like, oh, a little smooth humanoid Nate. No. It starts jagged edges wrapping around, tearing, twisting, and pulling. Nate, you feel so much pain.
Right.
It's awful. It's a tearing, and you feel like you're being torn and reformed inside this thing. It is the absolute worst. You take 24 points of slashing damage as you are being torn apart on the inside of this thing. You would all hear Nate, presumably, I'm assuming here, screaming in pain.
Yep.
Cool. You will see that happen here, Nate screaming in pain. What would you like to do? Treat it as initiative, and it's no one's turn, but you've got like one action before there's another saving throw, and it keeps tearing Nate to shreds.
Can I try and telekinetically grab it and rip it off of him?
You absolutely can.
I'm gonna make my weapon divine.
Nice.
Look, we've got one action.
Oh, what happened?
No, are you using Pandorum to do this?
Yes.
Cool, because Pandorum gives you telekinesis. That's fine. Yeah. What's the roll? What is the? Because effectively it works like the spell. So what do I need to do?
Yeah, I'm just having a little cheeky gander. If you try to move a huge or smaller creature, I make an ability check with my spellcasting. Okay. I can move an object that weighs up to 1,000 pounds. If it isn't being carried or worn, I automatically move it up to 30 feet in any direction.
Okay, then in which case we'll have to do that as a creature because it has agency.
It does say if. Oh, sorry. But if it is a creature, I was going to say because it says if it is being carried, then it needs to make a strength check. So.
I think I'm going to be fair to you. I think it makes sense for you. Is it a roll off or?
It is a roll off. It's my spell casting against its strength check.
I can do that. That's fine. Give me that ability check with your spellcasting mod.
Okie dokie.
I've rolled rather well.
Just so you know.
Sorry, my D&D Beyond is taking time.
Use a physical dice and tell me what you got.
Oh, that's a good point, actually, yes. So I rolled a 16, and my spellcasting stuff is a plus 12.
Ooh.
28.
Bad.
It's your spellcasting ability modifier, not your spell attack roll, surely.
Oh, then it would just be a plus 5, so a 20. Yeah, my spellcasting ability contested by a strength check, yeah.
So it's a 25. Cool. You start, and I mean start, you do not complete, pulling this material off Nate. Nate, as Nate is slowly revealed some of on the inside of this, Nate has been slashed and cut all over his body by this material. It is clearly vicious. Where you are pulling it, it splits and tears apart like a maw, like a mouth. And where it tears apart on Nate's head, it is tearing apart like a wide gaping mouth. This thing looks unpleasant and it looks angry, but it is not a creature, so we are not entering initiative. P's sword starts to glow. Good. Ildra, Viorica, Nate, anything you'd like to try and do?
I think Viorica is going to panic, but I understand that's not an action.
No, it's a free.
You take an action to panic.
Sometimes it is for you.
If I've got an action, then I would try Dispel Magic.
Interesting.
At 6th level would be my...
Ooh.
At 6th level? Nice.
Ooh, that is fascinating.
I think it's Nate's in panic mode at this point.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
6th level. It is a roll-off. So roll me your spell casting ability modifier. Plus 10, I believe, is what you get for this, because that's if you break the spell level.
Rolled in that one.
Oh.
Did you?
Oh.
I've got a 15, and
Technically, you have to declare them before he rolls.
I've never been that fussy about it, and if it makes Niall use a resource, I am fine with it.
Oh.
Use it.
You're right, I'll save it for later.
No!
No, we'll need it later. You'll be fine.
I'm going to remind you that it's a one-shot, and we are, 2 hours in?
Yeah.
Oh, then I'll save you. Then yes, I'll save you. That's a good point. Don't give me the fear.
So wait, what's my roll?
15 plus your spell casting
15.
modifier.
So dirty 20.
Yeah. The stuff around you, it doesn't just poof, it evaporates. So as you are doing this, it mists off you. There is this weird, almost like it's screaming, or like it's got some kind of every tear in it looks like a mouth because of the way that it forms. It just fades off you and is gone.
Okay, no more touching.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely not.
Yeah, don't do that. That was a bad idea.
You all right? I mean, obviously you're not. Sorry. What I mean is, can you carry on?
I've been worse. Yeah.
Okay.
Nate, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wow.
Plus 5.
$33.
Nice.
How much?
I rolled it at 20, and I've got a plus 8 and then the plus 5.
While you were inside this thing, voices were screaming in your mind. They didn't leave a psychic imprint that would compel you to do things, but you feel like it could have done. I think with a 33, you know that there was something screaming in a language that you definitely did not understand in your head, trying to compel you to do something. It's definitely fine.
Definitely fine.
You can tell people that, you cannot. It's entirely up to you.
Did I get any sense of where the voices were coming from or anything?
Oh, 33. I must be fair on this. They were coming from the material itself, but it wasn't the material communicating with you. It was like it was a conduit to something.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, it was just screaming voices in a language that you didn't understand, which is understandably awful.
That stuff, it's it's like connected to someone or some things. I don't know. I could hear voices, but I couldn't really understand them.
No hint of, even if you didn't understand what language they were speaking, no hint of what it might have been?
Oh, you speak a lot of languages and you are quite smart, yes?
Quite smart. Don't actually speak that many languages. 4. One of them's common. One of them's Druidic, because I'm a Druid. No, I can speak Infernal and Primordial.
Neither of us here, sorry. Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. Nope, there's only one person here who would have any hope of understanding it.
Someone who speaks deep speech?
Yeah.
It's not deep speech.
Not deep speech?
Ooh.
It's not any of the ones I know.
No, it's the thing in Anton's head.
No, I couldn't understand at all, but I don't know. It was, if I'd not been able to resist it, I think it would have made me do stuff that was probably bad stuff, but I'm not sure what.
Yeah, I saw that happening. So let's not do that.
No, but
yeah, although do remember that if you stand nearby me, it's very difficult to be compelled to do things.
Anton just slowly moves near to P.
Slide.
Oh, actually, that's a good point. Lorraine's voice would have felt a bit quieter since P's been around. Is that because you feel more calm and confident when P's around, or is it magic that's trying to fuck with your head? You still don't know.
Yeah. Is there any way we can hurt it? How did you make it leave Nate?
Well, I just sort of dispelled it, like you dispel a spell.
Let's just try not to touch any.
No, good idea.
As we go further in.
So negation magic.
Do that.
Oh yeah. Do you continue on?
Yep. I'm going to position myself directly in front of Nate, who seems to be in bad choice mode.
I think
he sure is.
Might be being a bit more careful now. Anyway, are you moving on regular speed, trying to get there as quickly as possible? No stealthing, nothing like that. I say not in any way prejudging you to the idea that you might want to.
I think we should be careful not to fucking step on anything, so I reckon we should be going slow. Personally. And
I'm happy to attempt quiet.
I'm not fussed about quiet. I just think careful. I think we just slow. Yeah, let's just be slow and let's just get there without
further incident.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I'm gonna make a roll to see how Nate's doing with this. Yeah, so I think that was very, very painful.
Mm-hmm.
But again, death word, part of the responsible, and feels like he learned something from that experience. So is not predisposed to being more careful, I think, at this point.
Great. So we all know. Good. Right.
Get ready.
Continuing forward, the patches of this material get larger. You can still recognize, Anton and Nate specifically, and P to a certain extent, but it's been a while, that this is still the same landscape. There is still some of this strange amorphous quality to it, but it does really just feel like someone put a weight in the middle of it, just it all went sinking down into the ground. These patches of black sort of overlap it in places, and where they move across it, this thinning does become more prevalent. Ildra with the highest passive perception. The thinning is now so prevalent you can almost see through the ground in places. Do you look through the ground in places?
Yes.
Okay.
but I don't understand why that's a problem.
I wish you'd have said something. I really wish you'd have said something. Fuck me.
But the ground. Why is the ground thin?
Could I grab Ildrathne, grab them, and just be like, "Don't look at anything."
But how am I supposed to move?
Just
carefully.
Look at where there's ground. Don't look at any of the holes. Okay, the Far Realm is a place of insanity in terms of our comprehension. So please don't do anything like him. And I'll point at Nate.
Who's got some more? Is going do 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 do. Don't do that.
No.
I have never seen you look this serious in the entire week we've been together, and we've faced some serious shit.
Welcome. It's I, the serious see, the humor doesn't work. Let's just fucking make this out alive.
All right. Noted. Proceed carefully.
You don't look.
Well, not after being told not to like that, no?
You know, you could just look anyway and screw Anton's sodding know-it-all mentality.
Yeah.
I mean, this is also a person that managed to that resisted the temptation to feed on Anton when he was super weak. So I think she's probably got it under control.
Fine, no wisdom saves. Suit yourself. Good. In the distance, you start to see figures moving through this space. They appear to be made of the same strange resiny material, and they move through it perfectly comfortably and happily. They look very similar to when Nate touched it. It's all sort of horrible, jagged angles, and it's all sort of hardened onto them. Like, doesn't look great. They are.
Maybe this. Sorry.
No?
I was going to say maybe this is a good time to use Arcane Eye and hopefully get around them.
They're not moving in any kind of like solid, like, I will go over here, militaristic fashion. They appear to be just sort of moving, looking at the resin on the ground, and occasionally they appear to gesture towards it and it moves a little in certain ways. They appear to be, from what you can see, trying to remove elements of the material plane by moving this stuff over things and trying to remove it. The ground around here is becoming thinner and thinner, and you are all going to struggle to look away from the fact that a lot of the world around you is becoming paper thin. We're not quite at rolls for every second. We'll get there. But
I just want to check a thing.
Go on, man. Do your worst.
Mm-hmm. I've got ideas, but I feel like now.
So Nate pulls out his kazoo. Oh no! Wait a minute. It might not. No, hang on. Sorry, not my kazoo.
Oh.
Just because I'm a Triton, I want to cast Fog Cloud at a point so I create a 20 radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range.
Yes.
I want to do it like on the center of it to be like 5 feet below our feet. Or I know a little bit more.
Yeah, then we won't be able to see where we're stepping.
Yeah, no, more than that. So the top of the fog cloud is sort of at our knees and is sort of blocking that below us at least. So if we keep our eyes down.
So you're casting below the ground?
Yeah, basically.
Oh boy. Okay. Sorry. I feel like this has become an adventure of like, I do a thing and the DMs goes,
That's fair enough.
What you've done, Jim, is you've made a really cool, interesting choice, and because of the few rules there are of the Far Realm, I'm now scared. So, what level spell is it?
It's a first level spell.
That's better, isn't it?
Is it?
Probably? I don't know.
Hope so.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, it was that or control weather, so.
God, how high level is that?
That's a level 8 spell.
Oh, good. All right, can you roll me a D100, please?
23.
Wow. Cool. As you cast a spell beneath trying to create this fog cloud, instead you hear this horrible ripping and tearing noise, and beneath you, strange black wispy. It doesn't look like anything else here. It's not like, oh, you've unlocked something here. No, something weird is happening. Strange black wispy energy sort of opens out in this weird, strange tear amongst you. Can you all please make me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, good.
Still +5.
Everyone +5 because he's here.
Fucking needed it.
I stopped concentrating on that spell.
The fog cloud.
Yeah, I think
doesn't matter anymore. You've cast a first level spell into the very chaos of the far realm. I'm sorry.
Just so it's been said.
20 non-natural.
20, thank you.
Is this is a spell or magical effect, isn't it?
Yes, because a magical effect set it off. I will count that.
28.
28, great.
Yes.
22.
Fantastic.
Fortunate.
16 with the +5.
Cool.
27.
You're all fine. You all step forward as the ground seems to tear away and forms into what looks like... It looks like some kind of portal. You're not sure what it is, but something awful has opened up in the ground behind you, and you almost just step forward quickly. You do hear from up ahead, where these figures are, these strange shrieks, and this weird language being shrieked over again. Anton.
Oh, that was it. That was the language. That was
a
what the
language?
voice sounded like. Yeah, I mean, sort of.
God.
Because Pandorum translates languages for you. Kind of. What these voices are saying is...
There is someone here. Find them.
Pandorum will add to this in your mind.
This is a dialect of Mascaran, which has not been spoken in over 3,000 years. It's most peculiar.
What's in Mascaran?
The Imascari...
Oh, do I know? Would I know that?
You would know this. Okay. The
That was
Imascari were
some
extremely powerful wizards who first trapped Pandorum.
Oh, shit.
They were the extremely powerful wizards who, not quite as powerful as Netherese challenge God, but certainly powerful enough to, do a lot of very bad shit, TM.
Right.
Yeah.
Who? Okay. Hang on. I don't know how much we've all got at this.
What? Did I cut out? What happened?
No. Sorry. Viorica was going to react. And I don't know how much information anybody has in the group apart from Anton.
Pandorum speaks in Anton's head alone, so unless Anton says something, you wouldn't have any reaction to this.
I'll say, okay, they're onto us. There might be some kind of old wizards that trap this thing.
Right. When you say they're onto us...
They're not good.
Okay.
There are 3 figures now moving towards you. They would be walking, but in this strange resin-like structure, they don't so much walk as glide. And they are moving towards you, leaning forward with a definite amount of intent. And you will hear, again, these strange shrieks between them. And Anton, again, you would understand.
There they are.
How far away are they?
They've moved about 60 to 30 feet away from you, and there's no surprise rounds. We will be entering initiative unless someone has something in particular they want to say.
Can I shout to them, stop in common?
I was going to throw my sword at them.
Then that's initiative.
Good plans.
Stop!
We'll have stop, which they will not listen to, and they don't speak common. But initiative rolls, I think, and let's dive straight into this. Bring it.
Would you allow that, having heard Anton's warning and seen these creatures come towards, I might be able to ping off an aura of life spell before?
Yeah, sure.
Great.
But not,
Use your resources,
but not
please.
throw a sword?
Sorry?
But not throw a sword?
No, it's an action to throw a sword.
It's an action to cast Aura of Life.
You know, I said no surprise rounds. Are you saying that if I let Nat have cast Aura of Life, you want to have thrown the sword?
Yeah.
All right, then you throw the sword. Go on.
Thank you.
But still roll initiative, everyone.
Yes.
It's
5.
25. 25 to hit.
Yeah, you hit, definitely.
I don't know how I don't know how hard to go yet.
That's what they all say.
I'd say go as hard as you can now. I think that's a good plan.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, well,
Hang on, sorry.
Save it till later?
I got a 15 on initiative.
Thank you.
4.
Thank you.
Wow.
Classic Ildrathni.
Cleric's gonna cleric.
Just chilling at the back.
53 points of smite damage.
How many smites did you burn on it?
I've just put in a 3rd level one.
Okay.
But I get loads of extra damage anyway from
Em's always rolled well.
my initiative is an 11.
11. What was your initiative, Nate?
24.
Okay, fine. The sword.
Jesus, what?
The sword scythes into one of them, and they will shriek as they are cut by this. You can see that the hardened resin, it will cut through it. It is definitely like searing through it as it goes, and as it cuts, this thing will bleed more of this strange resin as it pours out of it. You've done a considerable amount of damage to it. It's not dead.
Okay, I'll catch the sword back.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. First initiative is unsurprising to anyone. Nate with that insane roll. Nate, there are 3 of them approaching. One of them looks like it's been almost entirely bisected, but it's still coming.
Cool.
You can see behind it that there are more of these creatures approaching.
Good. And it didn't get killed by the 53.
No.
Right.
Level 14, don't come at me.
Gotcha. No. Just checking where we are, though.
Cool. I'm gonna use my new toy. So Nate will hand up, wand, gauntlet, active, and the wand of polymorph glows in the gauntlet, and I think his fingers glow, and there's a like 5 sort of beams of light come out of his fingers, which he sort of angles all to hit one of the figures, not the one that's been damaged already.
What's the save?
It is wisdom save.
Wisdom save. You got it.
Yes.
8.
So I will transform it into a beetle.
As it comes forward, it transforms down into a beetle, which sort of, and then falls into the resin. And as it falls into the resin, just like, it's not good.
Nice. Good work.
You don't know what's going to happen now, but it's a beetle in resin. In a couple thousand years, John Hammond will open an amusement park.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Good. That's your action. Bonus action, movement.
Who's next in initiative?
Viorica.
I think it's me.
Viorica looks like he's the most ready.
Cool. What do I say? What is? Sorry, I'm gonna give Viorica bardic inspiration. What is Viorica doing? Holding, you look about ready to do something, but.
They will have. He will have unslung the rifle that he has on his back, and be sort of getting ready to aim.
Oh, nice! I've got a thing a bit like that. I hope you're better at it than I am.
I wouldn't count on it, but let's see.
Viorica, it is your turn, and you have initiative. Are you moving forward, Nate? Or are you just staying where you are?
I think I'm just staying where I am.
Cool.
Viorica wants to stay where he is as well, on the basis that he wants to be near P, and is going to start off by. Hang on, how does this work? Yeah. So there are 3 coming towards. Well, no, there's 2. One of which has been hemisected, coming towards us, and there's others behind it. Are they? How? What's the sort of
behind are over 100 feet away. They are still coming. They're quite a long way away.
Cool. In which case, the first shot is going to be a shatter spell, which is just going to be in the middle. Yeah, it's just going to be in the middle of between them. So, having seen what happened, or at least. So, Ed the player would like to not do the same thing that happened when the fog cloud happened. So, the point where Shatter's going to happen is going to be away from.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't aim below the world. I understand.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, no problem.
That's the idea. So there will be the Shatter. No, hang on.
What kind of save is that?
Yeah. So it's a con save at 18.
Right.
This is just to see if this works, because I'm hoping that I can do as much damage as I can.
15 and a 16, they both fail. I did not roll well.
Yes. Sweet. In which case, 3d8 thunder damage.
Great. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, you blithering halfwit. So that's 11 damage each. And
you fire between them, and it does sort of create a little where you shoot for it to explode in midair. And they are both again. This body, it is hard, and then suddenly it is pulled away from some kind of corpus. I think by this point you'd see on the hemisected one that whatever body was underneath it is desiccated. It's not a skeleton. Like, there is still definitely some kind of humanoid under there, but it doesn't look great. It looks like this resin is holding it together. But yes, there's this strange like liquid being pulled to the sides, and then it gets pulled back in, and again drawn into these weird, horrible spiked bits to it, but completely different from the first time round.
Oh, I see. Okay. Right, I think we can hurt them, but I don't know how we finish them off.
The one who took 11 damage there just collapses down.
Sweet.
Very dead.
Got the bastard, is what I actually say.
Good. Very good.
Right, we can hurt them. Let's stop them if we can.
There's only one of them left at this point, moving towards you at any pace or within range. Prosperous, it is your turn.
Oh, sword time.
Yay!
2 attacks.
Are you throwing the sword, or are you running up to meet them?
I think I'm going to throw it just because I don't want to get splattered.
That's fine.
Smart move.
That's another. Oh no, it's a 35. What am I doing? That was a 35. The first one was also a 35.
Well, it hits. So.
That one's a 20 non-natural.
Oh,
very nice.
I rolled 3 on the dice.
That's what happens now.
That's what you do. I'm not even surprised anymore. It's just what happens
awesome. now. That's why I wanted to stay near Pete.
Put it this way, some of these things have ACs to match your ridiculousness. Some of them do not, and these ones do not.
Yeah, hang on. Sorry. Oh, come on, do something.
Are you smiting on this one too?
Well, yeah, obviously.
Okay.
If we're gonna. What was it? In for a copper, in for a gold. I like that.
Nice, that, yeah.
In for a copper, out for a platinum. Doesn't have the same ring to it, does it?
Not really.
37 on the first one. That's a second level smite.
Yeah, you again cut through it. This time it's less of a hemisect and more of a slicing off one side of it, which you do slice off half of it, and it does screech in agony. It won't affect its abilities in any way. It's just a visual effect.
Second
for
one.
storytelling purposes.
Second one is a right. Hang on.
Did you like that now?
I love everything you do. It's great.
Jesus Christ. 47 on a first level smite.
It's when you say Jesus Christ, we really have to pay attention.
How do you want to annihilate it in 2 hits? Because you do. That's an insane amount of damage.
Well, I'm throwing it twice in one turn, which seems real rough. It's 2 really fast.
The thing is, you throw it arcs
back,
and then as it comes back, you catch it and just swing it around again.
Yeah.
No, I like that. I like if I throw it and then it just catapults straight back through them.
Oh, lovely.
That's the second one. Yeah, that's really nice.
So you slice off half of it, and then suddenly from behind it just explodes out forward as the sword comes back to you, and it is warm buttery toast. I'm going to take us out of initiative, folks, because the others that are further away are coming, but there are lots of them. Like, not hundreds, like tens. you also realize that looking up ahead now, you can see in the distance what looks like the bottom of this. You're not sure, but there's ways through the resin that mean you won't have to touch it, but you can see not too far away from you, probably a good 200 feet, that there's an inky black blot with a radiant, beaming block of golden light in the center of it.
Very nice.
Guessing we're going there.
Looks like it. I can see why they called you. Marvelous. Let's go, shall we?
I would like to try and clear the way a bit, if everyone's...
Yeah, please.
Cool.
If you're moving forward in terms of like these creatures coming forward, you reckon and you understand, all of you, that stopping to deal with each and every one of them is probably not going to happen. You either need to make your way through them and allow people to get to whatever's at the center of this to deal with it, or you have to all run and start holding up defensive positions at the back to allow people at the front to deal with problems.
So this is the so I'm going to try and Viorica is going to try and clear the way by breaking their rifle and using it as they have done previously with the and there's a vitriolic spear.
Yeah,
fires out.
Sure.
And you said they're about 100 feet away.
Yeah.
So the range on this is 150.
Perfect.
And then, so a 20-foot radius sphere explodes. Each creature in that area must make a dex saving throw on 18.
Okay. I'll do some rolls.
Please.
Yeah. They're not very dexy. Nothing in there.
Sweet. Okay, so that's 10d4 damage, and they get another 5d4 damage at the end of the next turn.
For the sake of brevity, Ed, as the five of you are running forward, Viorica will fire this out, and it will land in this crowd of things approaching and explode, and a good 5-10 of them appear to be absorbed in this, and you have no idea if they're dead or if they're knocked out, but you are making your way through. You're cutting a path at this point, so if any of you have any other area of effect things that help cut a path, this might be a good time to use them.
How far was the center, did you say?
About 200 feet away, although by now probably about 150.
Could I cast Wall of Force up to it so we can just walk above them all?
Nice.
You want to cast Wall of Force as like a... How many contiguous platforms is a Wall of Force?
120 foot range, I think.
Wow.
It says area and range of 120 foot.
But you can keep going forwards to that range.
Well, we can literally just bypass them all by
making
just
a ramp going up. Yeah. Do you tell because walls of force are invisible? Do you tell your friends that you're doing this?
I'll just say follow me as closely as you can, and then I'll cast it, and hopefully they'll see me walking upwards and be like, oh.
Cool.
It's a brilliant move. Absolutely love it. Okay.
Well played.
As you run forward and cast Wall of Force, we're not in initiative. They're still like a long way away and they don't have any ranged weapons, obviously. As they are moving forward, and as you start to do this and create this platform that moves up and you all start running up, I will ask for dex saves from all of you. I'm not going to make you fall off it into awful stuff and make it terrible. This is more just to get a sense of how well this goes.
Do I need to because I know where it is, or...?
You don't need to because it's your spell and you know exactly where it is, but everyone else does. My apologies.
13.
13?
We're getting +5 from P. Cool. In that case, 18.
You always get +5 from P, everyone, including P themselves.
16.
16. 13 with your +5?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Everybody's got to have a dumpster.
10. Oh.
Bloody hell.
Ed?
18.
Cool. Then this is what will happen. If you're okay with it, Em, tell me if you're not. As everyone's running up, P, you will realize that you don't know where you're going and your footing is not great and you will start to feel like you might be about to go as Nate behind you just runs off the side of this. Would you allow that Andy can sweep down and pick the two of you up before anything serious happens? Because then you're on the Pegasus and around.
To fly.
Yes, because Andy can fly and go, oh, this feels so weird. And flying through weird gravity, catching the two of you. So we've got the two of you on the Pegasus and the other three running up this wall of force, which is a wonderful visual. As you run over these creatures, they will all start screeching and screaming in a language that none of you understand apart from Anton, and what you will get is
No, they will reach the sky bleeder.
That's what they say. Enjoy
That's
that.
awesome.
While Nate is on Andy, Andy's just going to quickly heal him.
Sure.
Thank you.
Good plan.
That is
Andy is an alicorn and has a lot of amazing abilities. That makes perfect sense.
9 points of damage. 9 points of healing, sorry.
Thank you. Can I put in a very short, flippant interjection where using Emissary of the Sea to communicate simple ideas, Nate to the octopus will just be like, "Hey, what's your deal?
Oh my god!
Are you on this unicorn's head?
I don't know! It decided it likes me! I've had terrifying innocent! Yeah.
To be fair, the octopus refused to go. The octopus was offered the chance to go many times and refused.
I think you're overestimating how much Andy wanted the octopus to stay. But the octopus is still a hostage. That's all I'm saying.
I wouldn't worry. One way or another, it'll be all over pretty soon, I reckon.
Okay. Let's get two of you on the running up the ramp, and a series of these creatures that you do not know the name of. They don't just like go underneath you and go, "Oh no, we can't do anything." They're moving to the end of the wall of force and following you up it. They're no fools.
I will throw Sunforger to create another little explosion to knock Kenny off.
Back.
Nice.
Yeah, backwards.
Yeah.
Right, go for it.
Good plan.
Sure thing. So can they all make a Dex saving throw, please?
They can certainly try. They've been rolling abysmally. I'm going to roll for 5 of them, but there are more. This is just a sense of how many you'll get at the end. Okay.
The 20-foot radius sphere.
Yeah, a couple of them will keep coming, but quite a few of them will Wilhelm probably. In their strange language.
Yeah.
No, I just hear the Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, you hear the Wilhelm scream. Everyone else hears.
Those that those that failed take 23 radiant, and the others take 11.
Yeah, it won't kill him, but there's a lot of screeching and from the back.
Oh no, not again!
They are still coming, but it's you are going to be slowly thinning the herd if you keep doing this. It's up to you if you want to. Yeah.
Well, I could basically do it every other turn because it's an action to throw it, an action to resummon it, action to throw it, action to resummon it.
Nice.
So, however many times it takes as we're running away.
Cool. We're reaching a point where initiative might be in order again as you head towards this, whatever this thing is in the center.
What did they refer to it as?
Sky Bleeder.
Sky Bleeder.
As you're all running ahead, before we roll initiative, just so we're all on the same page about what you see in front of you, this oily black resin has formed an almost octopus-like mass that appears to be stuck to what looks like the end of the tunnel on a wall, which it isn't. It has been slowly moving inwards, so it's not a huge diameter at this point. We're talking maybe 100, 200 feet diameter. It's not wide, and the wall of force can go up to you hitting towards the center, which you need to, because around this resin, in the center of it, is the Mythalar. It's still there. It's still spinning and moving, and you can see it is pushing. It's still putting pressure on and pulling down and further away. Before we get into initiative, I need all of you to roll me wisdom saving throw as the landscape around you where it is not covered in black resin. And I'm going to say for this that you're all within P's range because I doubt they would have flown that far away yet.
23.
Thank you.
18.
Cool.
Is this a magical spell-like effect? So I have advantage. Oh,
not.
shit.
It is just the nature of the plane itself, yes.
11!
Oh dear.
You do have inspiration.
You do
that
have
is very true.
Now, use it now.
Yeah. Gonna do that. Is it a D10?
D6.
A D6 because I'm like a low level.
Is it too? I mean, as I know what Viorica rolled, so it's a bit too janky. I was wondering about as Ildrathni's running along, seeing what's ahead, and if Viorica looks uncertain, just sort of patting him on the back and going, "Come on, we've got this," to give a guidance. But if
takes an action.
Okay, if we're in initiative, I guess not. No.
We're not quite in initiative yet, but if you're throwing and catching hammers, then
yeah.
It's still only 13, I'm afraid.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got a 23.
Oh, you're fine. Oh, good. Okay.
I got 24 as well.
Cool. Just you then, Ed.
Yep. Wisdom is not my forte.
Oh, dear. Oh, boy. Okay. Can you roll me a D100, please?
Really? Okay. It's always a good sign.
Don't roll low.
No. Oh, thank God. I'm looking at the wrong dice. 90!
Good. Where you can see where the world is at its thinnest in this elongated, horrific, halfway sideways mess, beyond it, there are further flat plains that warp and weave like ribbon. Creatures move between it. Some you go, oh, it looks like something I know. Others you look at it and go, what the? Just a ball of eyes. Not even a beholder, it's just eyes.
Googly.
You are looking into the far realm. You're looking into pure, mad, unadulterated fringes of reality. And it's a lot. You can feel it tugging at your mind. Like, this is almost too much to take. But on the plus side, the only thing that you are feeling at this point is frightened.
No, can't be frightened.
Because he was within 10 feet of you? You feel a sense of fear welling up in you that is shone out by the paladin on a unicorn, alicorn, flying towards this central space, going to, I can fight gods, motherfucker.
Well, I was going to say, in which case I think Viorica has a sort of moment, but beyond that, and also slows down a bit, but I don't think there'll be much more than that then.
That's fine.
But aware that they've just dodged a bullet, that he's just dodged a bullet.
The rest of you will also start seeing elements of this, but it doesn't tug at your minds yet because wisdom save, you're fine. For now. Good. Wow, it's just... Yeah.
Sorry, a lot of noise. Yeah, I'll stop doing that now.
Thank you.
Breathing heavily for podcast listeners.
Nothing else.
Good. Right.
I realise I can only make Sunforger explode once per long rest, but or short rest. But we'll still. I can still throw it as a long-range attack.
Do it once. It's cool. Yeah. Okay.
They're not gaining ground on us, though, are they? They can't move faster than us.
They move as fast as you do, but they're not gaining ground specifically. That's true. All right, friends. Now it's time for the initiative roll as you move forward. Shout them out when you're ready.
24 and a natural 20.
Boom. Very nice. Thank you.
Scared. I'm scared. I'm in a very reactive state, I think.
Everyone else?
9.
13.
15.
Very reasonable.
17 this time.
Reasonable. I mean, it's not a 24, but you know.
Not really useful for me to be going early, though.
No.
I was happy with my 4, actually.
Okay. I'm going to start initiative off when you are 50 feet out.
Cool.
Would you prefer closer?
It does make it. I'm within range of what I want to do anyway. So
let's say 30 feet for the melee characters. So fine. I'll start this when you are within 30 feet of the... I'm assuming your wall of force platforms go all the way up to the glowing Mythalar in the center of the space. Right. Good.
Is it in the sky or is it on the ground?
It is on the wall.
Oh, okay. So I can't just chuck Nate off the alicorn.
I mean, you can, but there's a lot of this resin around.
Okay, fine.
Maybe don't, is all I'd say at that point.
He's got Death Lord.
Well, fuck it.
Chuck Nate to me.
You could try, I mean, Andy's got huge amounts of movement, so you could fly over the wall of force and try and aim.
I'm thinking Nate might not want to come, like... where I'm going.
The resin-like substance around it has made space in the center for the Mythalar, which is sort of yoinking and pulling away at all of the corners of reality around it. It's made space around it, but the tar around it, it looks more animate than the tar you've seen elsewhere. It's moving, it's writhing, and every now and again, you know, I said it splits sometimes, it looks a bit like a mouth. There are points where it splits and it looks bizarrely like an eye for a second. So this looks a bit more alive than the rest of it did beforehand. As you hit within 30 feet of it, those of you on the platform, those of you running on the platforms 30 feet 25, 35, like it's fine. Those of you on the alicorn can be flying around, therefore have a bit more room and variety and maneuverability. When does that start? That starts now. Good. Can everyone please make me a dexterity saving throw?
Is this a spell or magic-like effect?
Does it matter if you're in the air?
It makes no difference.
Okay. Do you need me to make Andy one?
Yes, please, everybody.
15. Was it a spell or magic-like effect?
I'm going to say that it is, I'm going to say that it is this one because it comes from the creature.
Thank you.
16.
Ooh.
Fail.
15.
Fail.
22 for Andy.
Pass.
17 for me.
Fail.
26.
Pass. No.
Oh, I was 11.
Fail. Everyone who failed takes 5 points of damage. It is force damage. What it is you can feel that the tearing of reality around you here is so prevalent that it is even tearing you apart slightly. You're welcome. Good. Viorica.
So, yeah, that changes things a little bit. So, in the description of this, I need to be able to see a creature.
This is a creature.
That's what I was checking.
Oh, a creature. That's fine.
Yeah. So what it's going to be is with the rifle still broken, but breathing through it, it's going to be. I think there's particularly when P and Nate went up. I think Viorica started humming "Ride of the Valkyries" under his breath.
Out of universe makes no sense.
Understood, but I'm still enjoying it. This then becomes so the final note of it is the thing that he breathed through the thing to Carl cast Raulothim's Psychic Lance.
Oh, lovely. Yes, absolutely.
So
absolute cracking spell.
That's what I'm hoping. So it's an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Can it roll a 5?
Of course can.
What?
Thank you. I have one more portent dice. I had a 5 and a 15, and I think it's going to be incapacitated.
I can't use a legendary resistance, can I? Because you changed the dice roll.
No, you can. You can.
No, because I legendarily resist it, and then a 5. The divination dice breaks legendary resistance. We've had this conversation before. So yeah, rolls a 5.
Fantastic. And in which case, 7d6, which I shall roll now.
Go for it.
Oh no, hundreds of ones. 24 damage.
24, cool. It takes 24 damage, and how would it be incapacitated? Give me a visual on what you want that to look like, Ed. How you want to incapacitate it?
But you said it was all moving around.
Yeah.
Like the mouths are sort of opening and the different things. I think that it's as if all of that gets... Yeah, but it's as if all of that gets stuck and sort of... like the mouth is open, the eye is open.
Janky Zoom call.
It's like a janky Zoom call. It gets like that. That's yeah, cool. It's doing that. Right. Yeah, it's incapacitated for a turn. No problemo.
Good. That worked.
Excellent move.
Yeah, thank you, Niall. That was brilliant.
And excellent use of divination.
Hey, it's a great combo, man.
It's absolutely it's really good. Do you want to move forward 30 feet to get to the Mythala?
So me?
Yes.
I think given that I'm there with the gun, if we're 30 feet away, I'm happy to be at the back. And also trying to be aware if the things are coming up, the force things behind us, it's trying to keep aware of where they are as well.
They are currently a good... Like, they're a way back. They're going to take a couple of turns to get here because it really... You avoided all of this by getting directly to the situation because you're level 14 characters and I sort of expected it. So that's fine.
Winning. Fine. But Viorica is going to set himself up at the back to be the covering thing, and so that's what I mean, trying to keep aware, not doing any actions, but trying to keep aware of where they are, and once it comes to 2 turns, then we'll react to them if needed.
Absolutely. Good stuff.
Okay.
So Viorica casts that spell and then sort of spins around and is ready to defend, which seems like a good place for you to be since you don't know what Mithalars do.
And just as a bonus action.
Yes.
No, I'm going to do that later. No, there's going to be what there will be as a thank you for that. There will be a thank you, which is the bardic inspiration to Anton. Well, actually, I don't know if you did it. I don't know if there would be any obvious way that you helped.
The way that we've described it before is that Anton chooses a different branch of fate at that point in time. So
Yeah, it's like reflected in his globe. That'd be the only thing. Like, there's like a vague bad version of this happening in the globe.
Because of legendary resistances, it would have passed automatically, yes. So, yeah. In the globe, you see it do nothing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So there is a thank you, and you get the inspiration given to you.
The bardic inspiration.
That is a D10.
Yeah, someone's a proper bard.
Well, right. Thank you for the D6. It was helpful up to a point.
Wow. Saved his life. Ildra.
So what are we doing? We're just hitting this thing, yes?
Yes.
That was
Great.
the plan.
The Mithalar's right there. That's the problem. Things sort of around.
Are we not hitting the Mithalar? That was my plan.
No!
What am I hitting? Tell me what to hit and I'll hit it.
Hit the creature!
I thought that Nat is confused. Nat thought the creature was around the Mithalar. Okay.
The creature is surrounding the Mithalar, but not over the top of it. It's not covering it. It's just like a donut.
It's still hit it.
It's like a donut on the wall.
Yeah, now's the time.
Mithalar in the middle of it, in the center of the wall.
Oh my god, we're finding the donut from everything everywhere all at once.
Kind of. Have I enjoyed recent Hollywood winners? Yes, I have.
I will hit the donut.
Please do.
Fuck, that's a nat one. It's a 15.
I believe you have an advantage when it's incapacitated. Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, you have.
Surely.
I mean, I can't remember. Incapacitated? Let me look it up.
That is indeed correct. It's the best part about it.
Yes.
I once murdered someone with a MIDI gun using this.
I'll roll again.
Because it's actually incapacitated till the end of
incapacitated.
Viorica's
Incapacitated,
next
you
turn.
can't take actions or reactions. That is it. So you don't get advantage, so a 1's a 1.
Is it not necessary? Is it not got the other thing where it's like, because it's incapacitated, it's also restrained, which means you have advantage on it?
If something's restrained, it is incapacitated. It's that way around.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, Nat, it's a Nat 1 on the first hit.
So it's a 15 total.
Sorry, a Nat 1 is a 15 for you?
Yes.
It doesn't matter anyway, because that wouldn't hit. But as you run up towards it, and I think as you strike out with Sunforger at it, the air around you is warping in ways that you don't quite like. Those points where you look back and see people's faces just like briefly twist apart and back again, and you've taken damage from this too. So your strike does it impacts, but it doesn't seem to actually impact the creature at all.
Yeah. Okay. That's a pain in the ass. I don't actually have much bonus actions wise to do at the moment because I'm concentrating on this aura.
Oh yeah, useful.
Do you want to give anyone the life from the aura of the life?
No, well, it doesn't work that way. It's a if people go down, they get a 1 hit point and come back.
So you've basically death warded again.
Yes.
Everyone's mega death warded. Okay.
Yeah, we ain't going down. It's not
Well,
yet.
they also get resistance to necrotic damage, which it probably doesn't do, but I wanted to just make sure. Yeah.
Cool. Right. Okay. Thank you, Ildra. I can't use any legendary actions. Let's just move on. Right. Hey.
Nate, are you happy for me to fly straight up to it?
Yeah, go for it.
Right.
Yeah,
And you
the
don't
Mithalar or the creature?
You don't want me to throw the sword at the Mithalar?
No, I think destroying the Mithalar might be a bad plan. I think that might just...
Everything I've seen, I actually think it's a great plan.
No, I think that would really make things worse. Actually, I think I might have to try and just shut it down. Is what I'm thinking.
All right.
So if you could get me close to it, that would be really handy.
Yeah, no, I can do that. How about I give you 5 seconds to try and shut it down, and then after that, I'm going to destroy it.
How about 6 seconds?
Sure.
Good negotiation.
That wasn't a setup. You're both geniuses. Good, right. Emma, you're going to attack the Sky Bleeder.
Well,
Genuine what they're called.
I'm not allowed to attack the Mythalar, so.
Well, it's incapacitated, but it's still an AC.
That's a natural 20 for a 37.
Yeah, it's.
Well, someone's got to.
Sorry, Nat.
Oh, is that a 5th level smite incoming?
It's prosperous. I don't know why this happens. Emerald's naturally and normally like a human in other games, and then plays B and suddenly, goosh!
It's the power of Shantae.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
That's what it is. Firecloak is all weak and grumpy at the moment.
Firecloak built you a heart.
He's tired.
88 points of damage.
That's the highest I've ever heard. That's crazy.
I might put another smite on top of it as well as a bonus action.
Do it.
Hang on.
Do it.
Technically, you need to use the bonus action before you make the attack, but as always, I will be lenient because I don't really mind that much.
This is outrageous.
Sure, I'll sear it.
Sear.
And would you like me to be kind?
What?
It's immune to fire damage.
Oh, I will not smear it. Sear it.
Smear it.
Smear it. Smear the animal.
I'll blind it.
Nice.
It's immune to being blinded.
No, but it's not immune to the damage.
Sorry?
It's not immune to the damage.
It's not immune to the damage, but it's immune to being
radiant.
blinded. So, yeah, that's fine.
So that's another 24, so that takes it over 100.
88 plus 24? Yeah, 106.
But isn't the...
No,
because it's
16.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a nat 20, so the 24 would have been double.
I've doubled that. That's already correct. That's great damage.
So 88... No, I've done my maths wrong. You're right, G. It's 112?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
112 damage. Yeah. Can you describe how you do 112 damage to something?
I mean, very similar to how I do like 20 points of damage,
Any other
to
time.
be honest.
Are you attacking it physically or are you throwing a sword?
No, I'm here, so I'm just going to like carve into it.
I'm imagining
Back
it's
of the horse.
Yeah, I'm imagining it's sort of everything slows down
That
like
was
Dragon
only my
Ball.
first attack.
I beg your pardon?
That was only my first attack. I've got a second one.
Okay, but you are within 5 feet of it, yeah?
Yeah, Nate is as well.
As you strike it, because you are hitting it, you are smashing. It looks like the resin is once more, as it cuts off, it is evaporating into the air, but it does splatter before it evaporates. So I need con saves from you and from Nate, please.
Okay. Second attack is a 24.
Yes, Nate?
Guess me too.
Are you within 5 feet?
Well, I ran up to hit it, didn't I?
Of course you did. Yes, you too. Actually, no. Sorry, it's gargantuan, and where you're going up to, and where the horse has gone up to. I'm not imagining it is within 5 feet of each other. Surely.
Oh,
Very
fine.
close.
Like, I'm going to attack it right next to Ildra.
Yeah, exactly. That's not a.
No. Con is a 20 non-natural.
You are splattered by this, but it doesn't. It tries to encase you, but you sort of shake it, and it evaporates off you again.
24.
Nate, you're fine as well. You feel it splattering around you, but it doesn't do the horrible thing.
Can I roll my second set of damage now?
24 also hits just.
What?
What?
Oh dear God!
You're level 14. I will remind
that's true.
you.
It's true. It's true. Oh, Smeg.
And let's not do any of its legendary actions. Just sitting there like a fucking blank blancmange.
This feels crucial for our possible success.
40 points of damage on that one.
162 points of damage in one round. Yeah, okay. 2 more con saves because you're both within that range. What?
Oh no. Oh no. 13.
Oh. Oh, that's a one.
What have you got?
Oh, Em, you should have rolled for Andy twice as well because your horse is right there too.
Not the horsey.
Right, okay, what's your con?
Not the horsey.
Not the horsey.
Not the horsey.
First one's a 17.
Just passes.
The second one is a 15.
Just fails.
Okay.
Ideal. So you strike once, and everyone's oh, careful! You hit again, and you are all splattered by the resin, which immediately.
Is it magical?
No.
Okay. Is it a magical effect?
I mean, that's debatable.
Because Andy has magic resistance.
All right, Landy, roll again.
So I need to roll.
Oh, if it's the horse.
If it's the horse.
I'm remembering that because I also have.
I am invested in the horse, okay?
Same here.
A 19 on the
Okay,
second
Andy
roll with
passes.
advantage.
Fine. It's just you and Nate, so you can stay on the back of the horse and not die immediately. That's good. As you are, the resin washes over you and will again start like encasing you and cutting and jabbing at both of you. So you both take dice. I'll roll them separately. It's only fair. P22. Nate, 19. You are currently trapped in resin.
Does it count as a disease or poison?
No.
Okay.
It is just resin. Good, right. You've almost cut a hole through this entire bit of donut, just to be clear. You just sort of like hacked so hard that you almost cut through an entire bit of it. It doesn't look happy.
Yeah, okay.
Goodo, are you you can't move. You are beresined. You can still command Andy. Do you tell Andy to fly away?
Well, no, because Nate wants to be here. I don't know that Nate's encased in resin.
Okay. Anton, it's your turn.
Cool. 30 foot straight ahead the Mythala, right?
Uh-huh.
And it takes an action to attune to it, doesn't it, right?
It does.
Cool. Is there anything in the way, or can I use my action to attune to it?
Nope. No, you've taken away all my legendary resistances and legendary actions, so you can just run right up to that thing.
Great. I'm going to try and get into like a flat line and then keep my head down so I'm not looking at any of the weird shit. I'm just trying to, like, as much as I can, just focus on the Mythala and just run at that. And we're trying to attune to it and turn it off.
As you do this, in your mind,
You programmed me to aid you.
Yes.
I am experiencing a quandary.
No.
Yes.
Do I aid you to save others? Or do I aid you collectively to achieve your goals? Who am I aiding? Normally, aiding you aids everyone. In this case, I believe you to be committing a suicidal act.
Oh? What, just turning this off won't work?
It is... attuning to it is death.
Why?
Because it's... If you attune to it now, I believe that you will be destroyed, and therefore I will need to find a new host to aid, because that is now my primary programming.
Do you reckon the clone still exists?
Which clone?
My clone that I made of myself. You've got access to the memory banks. It's inside the Mythala. If I turn it off, everything will go away, and the clone will still be alive. You can go inside that and use that.
Then I have no problem with this action.
I'll continue sprinting, and I'll just both hands onto the Mythala.
Oh boy. Okay.
Boy.
You will take an action to attune to it?
Yes, please.
Okay. You are once more, your mind is filled. I feel like I've said this to you 1,000 times, my friend. Your mind is filled with possibilities, all the things you could do. As this happens... Nah. You wouldn't do anything yet, he's too smart for that. Nate, it's your turn. You're currently encased in resin.
I think I would, again, dispel magic.
Oh, nice.
It doesn't matter what level you cast it at because you'll need to roll for it anyway.
Yeah. Having done it before, I would have a sense of that, I feel.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I would cast it at 3rd level. Cool.
And roll it. Yeah, you need to roll it.
Do it.
Off the table.
Shame.
That's a 14. Oh no, with my modifier, that's a 19.
Cool. You can once again make it expand off you. You can see that P in front of you is also screaming. Actually, probably not. P's made a harder stuff. Like grunting with pain as clearly being
Does
slashed.
dispel only catches stuff around Nate?
I was
It's
about
a singular target.
Okay.
Single target, single effect, sorry. But you can see that P's also suffering. But you can also see that Anton is now definitely attuning to the Mythalar. It's up to you what you do with that information. You've used your action, so you're a bit tight.
Yeah, no, I don't really have any useful bonus actions, I don't think.
Give inspiration to someone.
No, I can't.
Oh, you only have one.
I have one.
Never mind.
Gave me that D6. That means a great deal, G. Thank you.
How long does Rowlathim's Psychic Lance leave things incapacitated, Ed?
Till the end of Viorka's turn.
No.
It's one of the best spells in the fucking game.
I'm going to have to use all my legendary actions in like one turn to try and stop you because that's what it would do. Okay, good, fine. Yeah, there's no actions. The creatures all run forward. Sorry, G, I don't think there's anything else you can do with the action, is there? Yeah.
Let's go.
Sorry.
Good.
Start on my next turn.
We just keep moving forward, that's all fine. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, could I move? I would... Where am I exactly at this
On
point?
the back of an alicorn.
Where is that in relation
Right
to...
next to the Mythalar.
You are close to the Mythalar, but you would need to jump onto an invisible wall of force to be in space that isn't on the back of an alicorn.
I mean, yeah, I want to... If I see Anton going to go and attune to it, I guess I'm going to try and get in there to help, is what...
Can I shout not to?
Back up!
Because I know what'll happen. Because I assume if I know I'm going to die, I'll look back at my friends.
Hopefully.
I think I'm going to run in and to be support. I'm backup. I'm not running in to instantly attune. I know that you're attuning as I speak or as I run in. But
I think Anton will just give you a head shake, though, just to let you know that this isn't good.
I think that would make him just go in more likely to run in and be backup.
Okay, I'm going to ask for an athletics check to jump off the back of an alicorn onto an invisible wall of force that you can barely understand where it is.
80.
You're fine. Good.
Amazing.
There's a very cinematic jump, getting onto his back, leaping off the tentacle arm, like landing on it and just holding on as you pull yourself up to be next to your friend. Viorica, it is your turn. The creatures are still running up the ramp and glooping up the ramp. They're quite a long way away. They're now probably hitting the 60-foot mark.
Fine.
You can also know that at the end of your turn, this Donut of Evil is going to probably do more things. You know that the good times are about to come very much over.
Yes, exactly. Hang on a second.
These were the good times?
I'm going to burn every fucking legendary action to try and stop this. I'm warning you now.
Yep, got you.
All three actions in one go.
You can't. I can only use one a turn. It's at the end of someone's turn, and it gets all of them back at the end of Viorica's turn, so I can do the first one now. And I've got 3 turns, Viorica's, Ildrathni's, and Prosperous's, to try and do something, assuming that P doesn't kill me.
Well, that's always...
You're currently resonant, you're right, yeah.
Ildrathni might kill.
Eldra might. It's possible.
Currently trapped.
Okay, so...
You're not resonant. Prosperous is resonant.
That's what I said. P is currently resonant.
But you can cast a spell magic, no?
So do I hit it or do I dispel?
These are the questions.
Okay.
Well, Ed, I think you've got dispel magic too, haven't you, Ed?
I've got what?
You've got dispel magic too, haven't you?
No.
Of course not, it'd be useful.
I don't have anything useful. I have stuff which is surprisingly, that works.
Are you currently looking for something that's surprising you that works? Because
yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do. So what I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to attempt
psychic lance it again.
No, I ban legendary resistance. So all the divination dice are gone.
Yeah, no, they are.
Yeah, no. So what I'm going to do instead is attempt to hold monster.
I can still use a legendary resistance.
It burns one though.
It does burn one.
That's what I'm thinking. So it's going to be a 5th level hold monster because that's where I have to cast it, and it's wisdom at 18.
Okay, here we go.
Nice.
I've rolled an 18 plus.
Yeah, plenty. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
So for the thing of it, it's the slight sense of panic, and then the thing comes up again, and it's as this sort of incredibly loud.
You said hold. I thought you said hold.
No. Just no. Hold.
Thank you.
Is it attempt to make it stop? And I'm assuming something happens, but it also just shrugs it off.
Yeah, it doesn't react to it.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but not a problem.
Perfect. Okay. Question is, do I go super? I'm going to go super violent. Fuck this noise.
I think that's the idea.
But you're all level ridiculous. Okay. The angry Sky Bleeder donut thing. At the end of the Orcus turn, we'll use a legendary action to cast a spell.
Oh, no.
Shame.
Ew.
Don't like that at all.
Yellow-green.
No, I meant it. Counter spell.
Oh, I see. Are you... What level are you casting counter spell at?
Fuck it, I'm not going to use that disintegrate, so I might as well. Yeah, I had a disintegrate just in the background there, but I'm going to use a 6th level counter spell.
Nice. Yeah, it's enough. It starts to cast spell, and you just counter spell it away.
I think Anton's hands are just like focused on this mythla, and just like a wave of negative energy just sucks their yellow into him.
Just nope.
Nice. Yeah,
absolutely not. Get thee hence, Ildra. It's your turn.
I think she looks frustratedly at this thing, and knowing the way the land lies is gonna turn. Where is it gone? Is it a touch spell? No, it's not. And sort of whip the hammer around and point it at P. And
like the mini.
Like the mini. And try and dispel magic. So the DC is what? If I'm doing it at... so I don't know what the DC is, do I?
I will tell you for free that G has casted at level 6 and at level 3, and both required a roll.
Yeah. Fine. Well, I mean, I'll do it at level 5.
Cool.
Nice.
Just roll with your spell casting ability modifier.
Which is +4.
Yes.
Shoot. That was 12 total. Stupid dice are not with me today.
No, it happens to the best of us. You try and dispel the effect around Prosperous, and it fizzles. The resin stays.
Feck.
No puns. Good. At the end of your turn, it will use another legendary action. Fuck you!
This is fair. This is fair.
What am I gonna do? Oh, that's just brilliant, perfect. From the inside ring of the donut, it will just suddenly. All of the resin would start flailing out semi-liquidy, and it's casting Gust of Wind down to try and push you away, Anton.
I'm already attuned. I've taken an action.
Yeah. Strength saving throw. If you move too far away from it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought you could use the Mythala from any distance. Oh, shit.
Also, if you fall into the resin, you definitely can't.
Yeah. That's a problem.
Strength save.
Okay.
You still get the +5?
Yeah, still get the +5.
And I've got an advantage because it's a spell.
Correct.
Okay. Currently at 19. Just going to check my strength. Which is +0, so it's just a 19.
That's enough. You feel this wind howling around you, trying to push you away, but nope. You hang on. P, it is your turn. You are currently restrained.
Restrained?
Yeah.
Not incapacitated?
No. You can take an action to try and remove this from you. You can try and use the con save to try and push it off
Well,
you.
I can just whack the thing twice.
You're restrained.
It's disadvantage. It's only disadvantage. And I'm right next to it.
Are you saying that P, wrapped in sharp resin that's trying to stab it, is going to go, nope, and is going to hit it anyway? Might be the most prosperous thing you've ever done.
Yes. Free on, Brian.
Well, I lose that natural 20, but it's a 28.
Still hits. I mean,
holy crap!
And the second one, I rolled exactly the same thing again, so I lose another natural 20, but it's another 28.
That's ludicrous.
I don't understand. Okay, fine.
I love it.
Yeah, P is my favorite character ever now.
Like, you can feel the resin carving through you as you just keep slashing. Not a care in the world.
That's amazing.
Sorry, hang on. The D6s are not happening for me today.
So I need to roll you the damage anyway because you're still encased.
There we go. 18. What have I got left?
What have I got left?
Down to second level. 18.
What's back in the tank?
What am I holding on to?
Got some first levels, some second levels.
33. 41 on the first one.
Yep.
That'll do.
Why does that hate me? Okay.
Hey, do you think P's going to do tons of damage, Chris? Yes, I do. What do you want to do? I think I'll probably double its hit points. I think that seems fair compared to how much damage that I know P can output, and the others will also be involved and put 2 damage out, but let's not pretend they're not there. Is it going to be enough? I don't know. It might be. Looking at it now, probably not.
On the second one.
44?
Yeah.
Is it dead?
Is it dead?
Is it
I
dead?
kicked it though.
Yes, it's fucking dead.
Yeah!
That's unbelievable.
Yes! That's outstanding.
You have done over 270 points of damage in 2 turns. That is ridiculous. Tell me how you...
It would have been more if I got those 2 natural 20s.
Oh, would you just tell me how you kill it? Tell me how you kill it.
I can't see. I can barely move. I'm just slashing away.
Yeah, as you do, you bisect part of this donut shape, and as you do, the resin starts to pump and pour out of it. Doesn't matter anymore. Oh, roll 2 con saves for Andy.
For Andy, not for me.
That's so bitchy.
You're already in it. Down on this. It's already a statement of fact.
The first one was a 17 on the dice, so definitely passes.
Yes, that's fine.
Second one, I don't think so. 15?
Total?
Yeah.
Oh. Andy is also entrapped in this and starts to fall out of the sky with you on Andy's back towards just seas of resin below you.
I
Oh, sorry, I forgot about the magic resistance. 1 sec. Nope, not better.
Never mind, it's fine. Everything's fine. Sorry, she.
I reaction Featherfall.
You don't need to because Andy's fine.
Cool.
No, magic resistance.
Oh, no, he didn't.
The second one.
The roll was worse.
Oh, the roll was worse. Oh, yeah. Oh, then feather falling was fine. They're still falling towards this horrific resin stuff that's now around the whole space here, apart from the small parts where you've been able to create a wall of force and stand on it. But you don't know what's happening. Andy takes another 17, not very good, and you take 27 slashing.
Okay.
Don't give me the I've got so many more hit points I don't give a shit smile. That's okay.
Does Andy get... Is Andy
27.
strained and therefore can't move?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
I can't use a legendary action because I'm dead. So,
Can Andy take an action? He does have actions, I just haven't been using them.
Yeah, of course.
Why can't he just break himself out?
Roll me a con save.
You said it was an action to break out.
Yeah. Rolling a con save.
Yeah. 24.
Cool. As Andy falls, Andy takes the damage and then will then break out of this resin and still holding onto you, still encapsulated in this, and start looping around to get away. Right. Anton, it's your turn.
Great.
What do you want to do?
I want to turn it off.
As you move to turn it off, a voice in the back of your head goes, But why?
Are you sure, though?
Think of all the things we can do.
You know, you're really fucking annoying. And I turn it off.
Wisdom save.
Okay. Is this a magic effect?
Your clone self being in your head? No.
Okay.
Just
then
you.
I will add that D10. Thank you.
No, you don't add the D10.
Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, you can add the D10, sorry. Didn't realize what that was from. If it's Viorica saving your ass, I'm fine with it.
Wisdom saving throw. Okie dokie, Niall.
That thing you're so good at.
Okay, that's a 14 plus a 7, 21.
Will you allow me a certain amount of, for the sake of storytelling?
Verbalage, yes.
Thank you. As Lorraine once more tries to reach into your head, still this insidious voice in the back of your head. Maybe it's magical, maybe he did something fucked up, or maybe it's just your self-doubt. Maybe it's just the part of you that wants to control everything and do everything. As you feel Lorraine's presence encroaching on your own, you get a brief and Pandorum just shuts that door. Just shuts it off. You've made a choice to do this, to aid as many as possible, and if you die, it doesn't matter, therefore it's fine.
Great.
And you just turn it off.
Great. Pandorum coming in for the hot win.
And you just turn the Mythalar off, yes?
Please, yeah.
Okay. Right. Can everyone please make me a dexterity saving throw first, please?
Do you auto-fail those if you're restrained?
I believe so.
Yeah.
No, I'm checking.
Am I auto-failing mine?
No, you have disadvantage. Yeah,
Okay.
you don't auto-fail yours now. Everyone gets to roll.
That's okay. 22.
Even on disadvantage?
Even on disadvantage, I rolled 17 and 18.
That's amazing.
That's incredible.
What would you say?
I'm sorry, there were a lot of numbers being said there. Can we start from M? What did you get? 22?
22.
No?
Would you say this is a magical effect?
No.
Then, I don't know yet. Oh, 22.
Unbelievable. Nate?
21.
Ildra?
P is still in range, 10.
Oh, if P's in range, I got 27.
Viorica?
If P is in range, then a 32 on a natural 20. Smug mode, engage. That's never worked out that well for me before a save. Thank you.
As the Mythalar turns off, this portion of the material plane is going to try and reassert itself.
Amazing.
So suddenly...
Amazing.
So, all of you get bounced and bashed along as the world seems to just push around you with quite some force. There's a damage roll coming, just so you're all aware. It is high. It's the potential to be high. And I'm halving it for almost all of you except one. That's not too bad. Okay. 43 for you, Ildra. Everyone else takes 21.
Oh, no, that's... No. Give me my hit points, you bastard.
As this happens, Ildra's got the highest passive. That's what we'll go with. As you see the world being pulled back in and you see all of this strange thinning effect flattening out as quickly as it possibly can, Ildra, you think you catch a glimpse of something. It looks like a large humanoid figure. Looks like it's made of maggots and insects, something like that, but it appears to be moving towards this space before it vanishes out completely. As you are shunted back into reality, you don't pull back in and suddenly, go flying off into the sky due to that. It's not a trampoline. You land on the ground as the ground impacts you.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Around you, this black resin-like material is fading away. It cannot exist in this realm. It does not exist in this realm. And there are figures around you screaming in agony as the resin vanishes and you're left with these horrifically desiccated bodies. It's about 20 of them around you as this happens. Anton, from where you're standing, the Mythalar is gone. It's just not there. Everything else feels like it's almost like nothing happened. You can hear the sound of animals, and you're in a sort of slight forest clearing, but it's like nothing happened to this space at all. You're still in the ruins of earlier, and you're still in bits of your lab that were still there, but it's almost like there was no incident at all. But the Mythalar's entirely gone.
Hey, Anton, what? Where's the Mythalar gone? Are you still attuned to it?
No.
That's not in your head as well, is it?
Lacking space after a while.
There's no attunement to it, and I don't know.
Did we win?
Yes, I think we won.
I think we did.
Prosperous?
I don't know.
You are unbelievable, just so you know.
He was there, like, swords coming off you. You've got horrible scars where it cut you.
Assuming that's gone from Pip. He is no longer covered in
No,
this.
the resin's gone. The resin
yeah.
cannot exist in the material plane.
Wish it was slightly less unbelievable. It would probably hurt less.
Fair enough.
And start laying on hands the people.
I was going to say, but also helping the bodies round about to stop them screaming as much as anything. But like trying to help out.
Oh, they're dead.
Understood.
That was my question.
They're
Is like
so dead.
Fair enough.
Sorry, I'll give you a little bit of lore. I know we're running very low on time, but just so we know. These creatures, they're called Chaoti. They exist in the Far Realm. They are a bunch of Imascaran wizards who went, the Far Realm's going to be a great place to learn about magic. Let's go there. Who got absolutely fucking ruined by it and now cannot exist on the material plane. It causes them physical pain. They cannot live here. The resin protects them.
Okay.
Fine.
So they're very dead.
Leave them be and we'll tend to each other. I think
the best you can do is offer them swift death. That's all they've got.
Have they stopped screaming? Because if not, we'll just.
I'd say that it's wearing out into what was like sort of high pitched screaming has now become like sort of. Well,
yeah. Okay.
They're just slowly dying all around you. It's not pleasant.
No.
Well, little twig fingers, I think that's a hell of a story to start off with.
You are not wrong.
Oof.
Anton, I think
enjoy
that
it?
was. Oh, sorry.
No, it was a tiny little. Did you enjoy that?
It was all right.
Sorry, what you were saying.
Anton, I think that was the most successful encounter I've ever had with another City. So, good work.
Fine. Hooray.
And you as well.
Anton thinks to himself, not another EC. Doesn't say out loud. Just lets this moment lie.
Anton, Lorraine's voice is no longer in your head.
No.
You have no idea where it's gone, if it's gone for good, but you can no longer hear it.
Is Pandorum still there?
Yeah.
What happened to the other me?
I removed it.
Did you let it be destroyed by the Mythalar?
No. I destroyed it.
Okay.
It is my job to aid you.
Thank you. Next time, if you're going to destroy something, just give me a heads up. Do you know what happened to the Mythalar?
It ceased to exist on this plane of existence. I know the Elven Pantheon was concerned about it.
Right. Anton will turn around to everyone and be like, I think everything might be fine.
Everything? everywhere. Oh, no, I'm going to do that.
All at once.
We're still committed to go and sort out Caius, so, you know.
Who?
Who's Caius?
That's a good point to leave it, I think.
Can we go and have a drink first?
We're heading to Baldur's Gate. Is it on the way?
Oh, God.
We'll mention Big Maggot person as the result of that
We're
conversation.
saving that for later. That's for another adventure. That's just a tease.
Amazing.
Thank you very much, everybody. Lovely stuff. You dealt with that very well. I must say, I am horrified by how much you annihilated that poor thing. I say poor thing. It is awful.
Poor thing.
Poor thing?
Yeah. There's so many things you could have done.
It's the joy of psychic lands. Like, we've got a whole round to
Oh, yeah.
Psychic lands plus divination dice. Yeah, it's just awful.
Oh, my God, you did. You really took that and ran with it. That was incredible.
Yeah, and that's just... I'm very impressed. It was gorgeous and a lovely wrap-up ending of that moment as well. So thank you very much for indulging me in that. Cool. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. This was The Rift, and these are the characters that you love, and you will see them again. We have a big Caius arc to finish up, but before we get to that point, there'll be many other adventures to join us on Mondays for. You can catch all of our shows on Mondays at 6 p.m. GM. Oh, we're in British summertime. We're in British summertime. Hooray! So catch us 6 p.m. BST. There we go. That's what's happening now. And on Tuesdays, we're currently going to be doing some reruns of some of our old adventures, so you can start catching those on Tuesdays from next week. I think we're starting with Sea of Swords. We can see Peter Anton back again, and Nate back again as well. Great. So yes,
where it all started.
For you.
For me, yeah. Yeah. I guess all this Mythalar malarkey.
Kind of, yeah. So if you want to catch up on that, that'll be on Tuesdays from next week. And then on Fridays, we have Talking as a Reaction, talk together, some kind of lovely chat show thing that will be happening on Fridays. So that's our current schedule. So join us for those next week. You can watch all of our shows at twitch.tv/RollTogetherRPG. That's where we have streamed today. And if you're currently watching us on YouTube, you can also watch us on YouTube. It's where we archive all of our shows. And you can also catch podcast versions. Just search for Roll Together RPG. There are podcast versions of all of our shows that you can catch whenever you fancy it. Join us on the social medias. There's Twitter, there's Facebook, and there's TikTok as well. Look at us.
The TikToks.
Get all of those hashtags.
All of those hashtags.
All those hashtags.
Use it now while it's still legal. Yeah. Are the Americans banning it? The Americans are banning it.
No. It's too late. It's too late for detours.
Sorry, yes. Thank you very much, everyone. Do join us on the socials, and there's also a Patreon if you fancy giving us more support, because every little penny helps us make what we do. Thank you to all of our current sponsors and supporters, and the D20 Club, who are the patrons. So yes, you can join them.
Amazing. Thank you.
And thank you so much for watching. See you all very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.